Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Thursday night live stream with me, Jordan, the movie worm. Hope you're all keeping well, everyone. Sorry there was no live stream last week, but it was my fiance's birthday and my birthday the day after. So we usually, do something around then on them 2 days. So I'm back this week and I've got a very special guest on today. His name is Paul Tambs, who I've been on his channel and it was a great live stream with him and his friend Luke. And I wanted to repay him the favour and get him on here today. He's got a great channel, but I'll just introduce him first before we talk a little bit about his channel. Here is Paul. Paul, welcome to the channel, my friend.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Cheers for having us on, William. Appreciate it. Happy birthday last week, by the way.
Cheers, mate. Thanks very much.
Yep,
how are you today, mate? All right?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Good.
Yeah. Well, Paul, you're a movie-based channel like myself. Do you want to just tell everyone a little bit what you do on there? Because you do a bit of gaming and stuff. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, so my channel's Paul Tambs, movies, games, TV, and I basically just review what I like, to be fair. I try and do a bit of everything, but it's more stuff that I really enjoy. Marvel movies, comic book movies, action films, horror. Do a bit of gaming reviews. There's not been a lot of big titles out at the moment. The last one that come out for me was Resident Evil Village, which I did a review for. But yeah, reviews, rankings, trailer reactions, bit of everything.
Yeah, you had Resident Evil ranking them really well, I seen.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I enjoyed that video, mate. And your Ghostbusters trailer reaction as well. I don't think Sony tried to take anything away from you there, did they? Because a lot of people having trouble getting that up.
The YouTube gods, mate. The YouTube gods must have been there for me with that one. It just kept going up. I put it up about 10 o'clock at night. By the time I went to bed, it was on like 100 views. I was like, whoa, what's going on? By the morning, it was on a few hundred. It just kept climbing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's got over 1,000 now, hasn't it? Or 1,500 or something.
5,000 it's on now.
Oh, the last I checked, it was 1,500. So well done, mate.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I got like 40 subs off it as well. So I appreciate everyone who subbed to my channel as well for that. It was pretty cool.
Hopefully you'll get a few more subs off this as well, mate. If you're not subscribed to Paul, everybody, his link will be down below. I'll leave every guest link to the channel down below. Please get over there, give him a subscription. You will not regret it. You're really doing well on YouTube, mate. I enjoy every video of yours that I watch. I feel like we've got a lot in common as well. So it's really nice to have you on the channel here. Before I get into it, I always ask every guest, you know what? I done it this last time at Lost in the Reel, and I guessed his favourite movie of all time.
Okay.
And I had the Blu-ray ready next to me, and I've forgotten to do it this week. I'm really sorry for, but
have a guess.
I should know this, but I'm not actually. It's not actually Ghostbusters, is it?
No.
Right.
It's a bit of a trick question. It's a trick question, Jordan, because a lot of people always say to me, "What's your favorite movie of all time?" I haven't got an answer. Like, I've seen that many. I haven't got an answer. But I always say to people, if someone put a gun to my head and went, right, tell me what your favorite film is, Terminator 2 would be the one that instantly pops in. That's a film I've seen hundreds of times. And I know people say that sort of over-exaggerating. I've seen that film hundreds of times. Inside out, upside down, word for word.
Yeah.
Like I said, if someone said to me, what is your favorite film of all time, that would probably be the answer.
Yeah, mate, I don't think that's exaggerated at all, because I'm probably in the same boat as you. You know, when you're a kid and you just watch that VHS over and over again. But yeah, I still watch it all the time to this day. I watched it last month. It's a great movie, and that is a brilliant pick. It's in my top 5 probably. So yeah, like I said, we've got a lot in common, I think.
Yeah. Well, we're right about the same age, aren't we? So I think we grew up with the same sort of stuff.
Yeah. So, Paul, I ask every guest this every week. Is there anything you've been watching that you'd like to talk about before we get into the comments? Anything of note? I know you've seen Suicide Squad and stuff, but is there anything at all? You can mention that if you want. Anything?
Yeah, I mean,
if you want.
Yeah, I mean, like Suicide Squad's probably the biggest one. The big film that's out at the moment. I know, well, it's not out in the States yet, so they haven't been able to see, unfortunately. At the start of the week, I was off work. I was a bit ill at the start of the week. And you know how it is when you're off work, close them curtains, get some films together and just, relax. And I found myself watching a lot of Asian martial arts films this week. So I've rewatched The Raid 2. There's a couple of films on Netflix made by the same people. One's called The Night Comes For Us, with Joe Taslim, who plays Sub-Zero in the new Mortal Kombat film. Excellent
I
film.
think I've seen the trailer for that. Is that where it's like a big gangster film or something? Yeah.
Fantastic. And there was another one called Headshot with the main character from the Raiden, Iko Uwais, I think how you pronounce his name. That's another fantastic film. So yeah, I've just been watching a lot of Asian cinema. I rewatched Battle Royale as well. I haven't seen that for a few years. So
Yeah, great movie.
at the start of the week.
Yeah. I know you watched go on, sorry. Go on.
I was going to say that the big one though is Suicide Squad, isn't it? I think that's the big film that everyone's talking about this week.
Yeah, I must admit, Paul, I haven't watched your review on it yet because I haven't done mine. It's been very late, my review, but I will watch it when I get to that. But I have spoke to you about it.
Yeah.
You did enjoy it, didn't you? But not as much as everyone else is that right?
Yeah, so I even say this in my review. I did the cardinal sin and bought into the early review hype, which I really don't normally do. But I was so looking forward to it. And then I was seeing IGN, we don't really, I take them with a grain of salt. IGN 9 out of 10. I've seen another review site 10 out of 10. Best DC film ever. 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. 100% on Rotten Tomatoes to me is a perfect film.
Yeah.
So I went into it ultra hyped, and I walked out, and I was with Luke, who you've met, who's my co-host on my live stream. I was with him, his girlfriend, my girlfriend. We all walked out. We were like, "Yeah, it was good." Do you know what I mean? It was like, yeah, I enjoyed it, but I think because I went in with that ultra hype, that's the best I can give it. And I said, the best I can give it is it was good. But I think it falls into for me, the average comic book movie. Do you know what I mean? It's not the Dark Knight level or anything. I updated my DC EU ranking on my letterbox, and it's slap bang in the middle. New Suicide Squad. So I enjoyed it, but my advice to people is don't go in thinking it's going to be, the next, the biggest comic book movie, the biggest DC movie that they've ever done. I don't think it is, but other people might. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of it, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you, mate. To be honest, I did really enjoy the film, but to me, it's like an 8 out of 10. I never listen to IGN movie reviews. I listen to the game reviews, but the movie reviews are always off for me. Yeah. But it is a very enjoyable film. But it's not something that blew me away or anything. But it's a good movie. I've got it very high. It's in my top 10 for 2021. Put it that way. Okay. Yeah, I sort of echo your thoughts there, mate. I came out and thought that was a good film, quite funny. Didn't blow my mind or anything like that. Not like the level of Joker or anything like that. I know it's a slightly different film, but I did like that shark guy though. I thought he was great.
King Shark was cool.
Yeah, King Shark, yeah. And I really liked the weasel at the start of the movie. I thought he was great as well. But it's a funny film. It's an enjoyable film, and probably one of the more entertaining ones we've had this year. But for me, 8 out of 10. I'm sort of echoing your thoughts there. Would you give it an 8?
Well, I rank up to 5, so I give it a 3.5 out of 5. So average, yeah. But I did Black Widow the exact same. And then someone commented on my Suicide Squad video saying, how can you give this a 3.5 and Black Widow the same? And I commented back saying, I generally think that both is, average comic book movies. I enjoyed them, but they didn't blow me away.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, well, should we just dive into the comments then?
Go for it, man, yeah.
I'm sure people probably mentioned Suicide Squad anyway, but we'll just get into it. With the first one, Forgotten World of Movies, here every time I do a live stream. Thank you so much, my friend. Hi, guys. How are you tonight? I'm all good.
Fantastic. It's a bit warm tonight. It's a bit musky, but I'm all right. I'll survive.
Yeah. Ryan of Beard House Movies. Hey, guys. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Ryan. Thanks so much for coming along, mate. Yeah, we're both sound. It's Jake from Jake Talks Movies. Hello, Jake, my friend. How are you? Good evening, gentlemen. How are we? Love these streams. Hope to be soon one day. Yeah, I'll get you on soon, mate. I just had a few guests lined up, like Carl and John and Paul, obviously. But yeah, we'll get one sorted in a few weeks, Jake, definitely. I won't be doing one next week, though, everyone, because I've just booked to see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the cinema, which is next Thursday. So I'll try and get maybe lined up for the week after, Jake, or the week after that or something. I'll message you. Jordan back to dominate Thursday night once again. Welcome, Paul. Cheers, Cypher, mate. It's nice to know people are watching me instead of Coronation Street. That's all I can say. Hello, Jared. Hope you're okay, mate. Long time no speak. Sorry, I only got your message yesterday from a video that you put a comment on about 5 months ago, and YouTube just showed me loads of comments yesterday from like 5-month-old videos and stuff, and I was like, just YouTube glitch. So I'm sorry I did ignore that comment back then, mate, but I did get back to you yesterday. And sorry for everyone else who I only answered yesterday as well, but YouTube was messing up. That Michael Myers mask looks ace, Paul. Yeah, I totally agree with that one.
Appreciate it, man. I want to rehaul it at some point. Did you see Luke's rehaul that he did on his Instagram of his one, Jordan? Do you follow him on it?
I don't think so, mate.
It just randomly just and it come out fantastic and like got loads of comments and loads of shares. So I've said to him, "Do you want to do mine for my birthday in a couple of months?" Yeah, but I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. So Paul, you went a bit dodgy there on the stream, and I think you froze right now. Are you there? Oh, we've lost Paul. Paul, do you want to go back and come back in, and I'll let you in if you can hear me.
Hey, man.
Oh yeah, we're all good now. Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, you just froze for a minute there. So what did he do? Sorry, he ranked the masks. Did you say?
No, he did like a rehaul of it. So he basically got his mask the same one as that and just painted it up himself to make it look a bit more film authentic, and it come out like really good.
Yeah,
he shared it on his Instagram. He got like loads of likes and loads of shares and stuff. So I've said we can do mine if you want. So
yeah, I have to give it a look. I have to get Luke on the channel as well. It was great talking to you and him the other week. Paul, Chucky figures and Michael Mask are fucking awesome. There you go. He likes the Chucky figure as well. Is that the one from Child's Play 2 that speaks? Or was that?
No,
that wasn't it?
Child's Play 3 one, so it's missing, like, you know, when he gets his face cut off. Yeah.
And the roller coaster, isn't it, at the end?
Yeah.
I've got to love Chucky, mate. Ryan, you beat me to it. Yeah, they're both just talking about your mask there, Paul. Hi, Jordan. Hi, Paul. 2 classic YouTubers. I've subbed Paul. Yeah, I speak to Phil a lot on Instagram. He's a really nice guy, always giving me heads up about new Blu-rays coming out and stuff. So, Geeky Hijinks, hello Joe, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Evening, guys. I hope you are having a great day. I look forward to watching this tonight. Nice. Question for you both. You're having a film day. Name your drink, snack, and takeaway of your choice.
Name my drink. I'll probably stick with like a Pepsi Max or something. I don't really like drinking alcohol when I'm watching movies. I don't know why. Snack. I don't know. I like a pack of Pringles maybe. Takeaway. Probably a pizza. Probably a pizza, I think.
Yeah. I'm the same as you. I always get a Coke when I go to the cinema, but I can't really drink. I do like a good bevy, but I can't really drink when I'm watching films either, mate. I've never gone to cinema and got a Stella on anything.
Or something gets a bit weird, isn't it?
So yeah, I'd probably go for a Coke or something. Coke Zero I always get. Yeah, snack. Ooh, I go for chocolate every time. And a takeaway would probably be a pizza as well. Yeah. There's a lot of films where they eat pizzas, isn't there? Like Turtles and Home Alone and stuff. So just getting in a mood to eat pizza, I think. But yeah.
I think Turtles is what got me into liking pizza.
Yeah, they're just obsessed with it, aren't they? Just give me 1 second, Paul. I'm just gonna refresh my live stream. I'm just keeping an eye on the comments. You know, I get them people sometimes. That's all.
the cheese wanting to know us.
Yeah. I don't think he's here anyway, but you know,
he'll be lurking somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I know Jake's in the stream. Jake, if you're still here, can you just keep an eye on that for me? But I understand if you can't stay all night because he's my moderator. So, no worries, Jake. Didn't even notice the Chucky doll. Well, we all see it now, and it's the Child's Play 3 one, like Paul says.
Yeah.
How are you finding the new Terminator game, Jordan? And Paul, if you played it, well, I've just installed it now because I've only just finished Ratchet and Clank, so that is my next game. But Paul, you've played it. Do you want to take that one away?
Yeah, so I've not played the enhanced one that you've got, the PS5 version, but I played it on the PS4. And it's one of them games where I had I didn't really have an interest in it because I knew it was a low budget game. I knew it wasn't going to be amazing. But I remember seeing just loads of Terminator fans talking about it on game sites, being like, if you're a fan of the Terminator, you're going to love this game. So I picked it up dirt cheap. I think I got it for like £15, maybe less. And I had a day off work, installed it, started it about 10 o'clock in the morning, and went straight through till about 6 o'clock at night, just one sitting. Could not put it down. If you're a fan of Terminator 1 and 2, dismiss the others. It basically feels like that is what Terminator 3 should have been. It's basically, it's like a prequel to the first one, so it's leading up all to Kyle Reese going into the past. But it's such an engaging story, and there's so many Easter eggs that you pick up if you're a fan of the film. It's littered with Easter eggs where you get dead giddy when you notice something.
Yeah.
I loved it. It's a low budget game. The graphics aren't the best. It's made by an indie studio, but you can tell it was made with love. You can tell it was made by fans of the movies.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it now because I watched Cody Leach's review, but I've also spoken to you about it before this stream, and it's really got me hyped now, especially that it pays the homage to the fans. So I should enjoy it, and I'm a big fan of Terminator 1 and 2 like yourself. So yeah, Jake, if you're a fan of them films, mate, I think you should play it, mate, unless you already have. I know they're making a RoboCop game, which is just my most anticipated game of all time. Right now, so,
it's the same studio, isn't it, doing it as well?
So, it looks like if they're going to pay homage to them fans, they'll probably do it to the RoboCop fans as well, like myself. So I'm really hyped for that. I've never seen The Raid. Well, Jake, I think you should really watch that one and the second one, mate. They're great movies, aren't they, Paul?
Yeah. Oh man. If you like action films, if you like John Wick, do yourself a favor, man. Just source them out whichever way you can. Rent them, find them on Netflix, wherever available. Watch them films. They are subtitled. They are Indonesian movies. So they have subtitles. You can get past that. Incredible. I actually watched The Raid 2, like I said, at the start of the week. And I was watching it, I was thinking, you know what, this could literally be in my top 20 films of all time. It's that good. It is incredible. But, I recommend that film to anyone.
Do you think the second one's better then?
Yeah, I think that somebody asked me about this the other day. I might have put it on a film fan page on Facebook somewhere, and people were saying the first one's better. I look at them both like T1, T2. The first one's incredible, but the second one basically takes everything that's good about the first one, dials that up to 12, and it's just, it just goes out, expands, and the lore's bigger and everything. I prefer the second one. I love them both.
I totally agree with you, mate. I think the second one's got more story to it as well. It's like, but even like the subplot with the hitman and stuff like that, it's just like, that guy with the long hair and stuff like that. It's just got a lot of things going for it, hasn't it? And there's a brilliant chase scene in it as well. So, I do think the second one is a better film, but the first one's really good as well. So definitely watch them, Jake. I know you're a bit younger than us, and I understand probably why you haven't seen that, but definitely watch it, mate. I recommend both of them. Both solid movies. Hopefully to get a Raid 3 at some point.
He said he's not interested in doing one. Gareth Evans, the director, he said he wants to go off and do other things. He's doing a film at the moment with Tom Hardy. They're filming it at the moment in Cardiff, I think.
But
I've seen a few interviews with him, and it seems like he's sort of done with it now. But never say never, eh?
Yeah, you never know. I'll just get to this question now. Just 1 second, Paul. Sorry. I think we're all right, but me chat isn't really refreshing, so yeah, we're all good. This is a good question from C Cypher here. Jordan, good to see that Crystal Lake t-shirt. Yeah, got it on here. I made up with this t-shirt, by the way. How would you and Paul rank the films in the Friday the 13th franchise? Well, I've got to admit something now. I have not seen 5 and 7. But I'm planning on watching them all with my girlfriend soon because we watched the first one the other month and we really enjoyed it. So I'm just going to sit down and watch them all with her soon. But what about you, Paul? Do you want to rank them all, or do you want to do a top 3?
I'm pretty much the same. Even though I've got them all, they're sitting right there. There's a couple in it. I think I've seen them all at some point in my life, but I'll admit I'm not the biggest fan of the franchise. I bought that box set just because it was a hot item at the time, so I picked it up like an impulse buy. Um, my my favorite Friday the 13th movie is actually the remake.
Right.
Um, yeah, it's Friday the 13th. It's not a franchise I grew up with, not like, Halloween, Child's Play. Like I could rank them pretty easy, but Friday the 13th, I reckon I'd have a hard. I could probably do it if I sat down and thought about it, but
Yeah.
I know the remake's my favorite one.
Okay.
Love the first one for nostalgia reasons. Obviously, it started the franchise. I've got I've got a lot of love for Freddy versus Jason because it was one of the first 18 films I think I went to the cinema to watch, but I was a bit too young, but I sort of snuck in to watch it with me. I think it was my sister's boyfriend at the time. So I've got a lot of nostalgia for that, but the remake's my favorite one.
Yeah, I was talking about the remake with my cousin the other day because I work with him. I mean, we don't think it's a bad film at all. I think it gets a lot of hate, but the only problem I have with it is that I don't really like the fact Jason takes people like hostage and doesn't kill them. That's
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah, but it's still a good movie. It's like the first four films in one, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I think my top three are probably part three because I've got a lot of nostalgia for that. That's the like I own that on VHS, watched it constantly. The first one was one of the very first films that ever terrified me. I don't know why I was scared of that film, but it was like 8 years old. It was one of the first horror films I'd ever seen. Snuck next door to my neighbour Vicky's, and she had it on video. Terrified the life out of me. Obviously, I laugh at it now. But I like 3, 1, and 6. I think part 6 is really good. Jason Lives, I think. That's a really strong one. It's at the start he gets electrocuted and brought back to life or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it is. Yeah.
But I like part 2 as well. A lot of people like 4. I don't have too many memories of that one. Jason Takes Manhattan gets a lot of hate, but I remember enjoying that. I love Jason X. The one I really don't like is Part 9, Jason Goes to Hell. I don't like that at all. And I'm not with...
Sorry, Paul? I was going to say I've got a bit of a soft spot for Jason X. Don't know why.
Yeah.
But I think I remember buying it on VHS from like HMV back in the day and watching it when I was younger and really enjoyed it. So I've got a bit of nostalgia for that as well. But I need to do the same as you. I need to sit down and watch them all properly.
Yeah. Well, it's just a fun one, Jason X. But what I want to do, it'll probably be next year when I do this because I'm going to change my reviews around a little bit. But I want to watch every single one of them and review every single one of them, then rank them on the channel. That's something I want to do with Freddy, Halloween, and everything. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But I'm not a big fan of Freddy vs. Jason, Paul. I do apologize. I know you're a fan. I just didn't enjoy it when I last watched it at all. But yeah, I mean, go on, sorry.
I've not watched it in a few years. I've not watched it. I reckon I haven't watched that in about 7 years. So I reckon if I watch it again, I might feel the same.
Well, I watched the Freddy franchise about 2 years ago with my girlfriend, and I remember thinking that was one of the lowest on the ranking. So, but I don't know. It might change again next time. I don't know. I sold 50 Blu-rays today to CEX, the LJ. How much money did you get?
20 quid.
50 pence. They don't give you much, do they?
They
don't give you much in CEX. No,
they're so bad. The thing is, though, we get the bargains from them, but when they're buying them back off us, we're like, hey, that's worth more than that.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't mean to slate CX because I'd be lost without them. I hope they stay around. And, I'm not slating them. I'm just having a joke. But how come you've done that, Jake? If you can get back to us. Which movie do you guys think it's worse? Quantum of Solace, The Bourne Legacy, or Mission Impossible 2? I haven't seen The Bourne Legacy yet, even though I've got it on Blu-ray. It's on my unwatched movies list. But out of the other two, I'd go with Quantum of Solace because I really like Mission Impossible 2, to be honest, Drew. You got an answer there, Paul?
Is Bourne Legacy the Hawkeye one?
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner. So I've only seen that once, didn't really like it, if it is that one.
Yeah, it is. Bourne Legacy.
Okay. So I put Bourne Legacy bottom. Quantum of Solace, and then MI2. I'm like you. I actually quite enjoy MI2, but it seems to get a lot of crap for some weird reason. I don't know why. I recently rewatched all the Mission Impossibles last year in the first lockdown and enjoyed them all. I actually thought 3 was the weakest, weirdly, at the time I rewatched them. Quite enjoyed 2. But so yeah, that'd be my ranking.
Yeah. I'm quite controversial. I actually think 1's the weakest. I just think it's a weird movie. I really can't get into it. I've watched it twice now. But yeah, I'm like you, mate. I think Mission Impossible 2 is a good film, directed by John Woo, who done a few films from the 90s that me and you probably like Face Off. So yeah, I don't. Quantum of Solace is a bit of a mess for me. So, hi Jordan and Paul, play Nando's guy here. Hope you guys are doing well. Can't wait to have Jordan on the stream Tuesday. Yeah, really looking forward to it, mate. Sorry, Paul.
I was just saying, nice. He's got you on. His streams are always that good, enjoyable to watch. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to him on next Tuesday. I think I'm on with someone, but I can't remember who he said. Because he usually has 3 or 4 people on there, doesn't he? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, mate. Can't wait. Thanks for coming along again. Hey, Pete. Video Tasties. T2 is 30 years old. Is there a chance it will ever be surpassed?
In the franchise? In the Terminator franchise? Do you reckon?
I think that's what he means, yeah.
No. Do you know?
I don't think.
Do you know what it is? And I've said this a few times, like off camera and on camera. Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 for me is a closed book. Like Terminator 1 on its own is sort of a closed story. You know, they send the Terminator back, they kill it, done. Terminator 2 sort of gets away with it because they go, oh, actually, we sent 2 Terminators back. You know, at the very start, it sort of gets away with it because it's that good of a film. But anything past that, I've just not enjoyed at all.
Yeah. I think the best way to describe it is Cody. I watched Cody Leeds the other day, and he said, "You tried to make lightning strike 3 times with Terminator 3," and he's right. I mean, you're not going to surpass the second one. I will be amazed if another Terminator film comes out that is better than Terminator 2. I just can't see it. Even if they remake it or whatever, you're not going to have Arnold in his prime. Arnold is the Terminator. I just can't see it, mate. And the direction that James Cameron done with it.
My problem with Arnie in the later Terminator films is I don't think and I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, do not get me wrong, I love this guy to bits, but I don't think he can capture that character again. It feels like Arnold Schwarzenegger pretending to be the Terminator, if that makes sense. He always feels like it's like he's self-aware he's that character now when I watch him in the later films. I just don't buy it as much.
Do you not like Dark Fate then?
No, I didn't. I like the first act. I didn't like the how they opened it with the death of John Connor. Spoilers if you haven't seen Terminator Dark Fate. I like the first act. I like the chase scene. It was when they introduced Arnold into that film, I generally thought, oh, this is taking a bit of a nosedive now. And the third act, I checked out by the third act. I was just sat there like, they haven't captured the magic. Let's go.
Right, fair enough, mate. I actually like it, but it's nowhere near Terminator 1 and 2. But I think it's the best one since, which isn't hard. But
true.
I actually quite liked it. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It does go a bit downhill as it goes on. Bridget, hello, Bridget.
Hi, Bridget.
Hello. Playtendo guy, hey Jake, mate. Oh, they're just talking to each other there. Oh, sorry, I've just scrolled to the bottom like we always do every week.
Yeah.
I got the German import of Gremlins 1 and 2, Danish cut of Evil Dead, extended cut coming through the next couple of weeks. I haven't seen them German imports. Have you, Paul?
Not of Gremlins. Is he talking about Evil Dead extended cut of the remake? Because I don't think there is an extended cut of the original, unless it's the one with just all the stuff they cut out of it back in the day. There's an extended cut of the remake, which I've got, which I had to import as well, but I think I got it from Spain because for some reason they didn't release the extended cut of Evil Dead remake over here. They just released the original one. But if there's an extended cut of the original, it'll be interesting to see what that's all about.
I'm definitely not sure. I'll just have to take your word for it. But yeah, good movies. Are you which Gremlins do you prefer out of them, Paul? I think I'm on my own here.
I prefer number 2 to number 1.
Why? I just think it's more fun, isn't it?
I've got more nostalgia for number 2. I think it hit me at the right age, and then I went back and watched the first one. It's a bit like Short Circuit 1 and 2. Like I seen 2 first, that hit me first, and then I went back and watched the first one, and I've always got more love for the one I watched first.
Yeah, I get it, mate. Totally get it. I actually watched both of them not long ago. Actually, I say not long ago. It was when I first got the premium edition before I even started YouTube, and I do remember thinking the second one was a lot more enjoyable. But
it's funny as hell, bro.
Yeah. By the way, great pick-up, Ryan. Can't go wrong with them films. How's it going, Pete? What is the worst comic book movie in your opinion? Oh, I tell you what, I watched one the other week and it was terrible. The Green Lantern, is it?
Oh yeah.
Weren't into that at all.
Ryan Reynolds one. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, the obvious answer is Batman and Robin for me. But I'm trying to think a bit more outside the box because that's the easy one to knock a hammer onto. Worst comic book movie I've seen recently? You know what? Yeah, I'll stick with Batman and Robin. I don't think there's been a bad comic book movie since they've started getting the formula right with them. There's been average ones. I don't think there's been a bad one.
Yeah.
X-Men Apocalypse was probably the last one I watched where I was like, this ain't that great. Coming off of the one before it, Days of Future Past, which was an excellent X-Men film. But yeah, Apocalypse is probably the last crap one that I didn't like. And I've not even seen Dark Phoenix yet because of that one.
Yeah, just put you on.
Yeah.
What I will say about Batman and Robin, it's not a good movie at all, but I probably, if I was going to pick that or the Green Lantern, I'll probably put that in, but they're both not very good movies at all.
Yeah, Green Lantern was terrible, man.
Yeah, it was. I haven't seen Apocalypse yet, to be honest. I'm just lost in this X-Men universe now. I've just watched the Wolverine last week, so I can finally watch Logan now, because I've heard that's great, but I'm just so behind on the X-Men universe. I think the last one I did watch before that was Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
How would you rank the Indiana Jones movies from favourite to least favourite? You want to go first, Paul? Or?
Yeah, least favourite, Crystal Skull. I don't hate it, though. I don't hate it. It's just, if I had to rank them, that would be last.
Yeah.
Temple of Doom, third, sorry. Raiders, second. My favourite one's Last Crusade. But Last Crusade and Raiders are like, here.
Yeah.
But I've got a lot of nostalgia for Raiders. Last Crusade.
Right. I love the opening of Last Crusade. It's one of the best openings to a film ever, I think. I don't think that gets talked about. Like, when people say the openings of films, they usually go to Scream or Dark Knight, but that's a good one, I think.
Yeah, that's Rip Phoenix.
Yeah,
Phoenix, I like it. Yeah, it's cool. I think.
I must admit, I haven't seen Last Crusade for a long time, so my opinion might change if I watch them again. But I'm obviously going to put Crystal Skull fourth. Third will be Last Crusade, but maybe that'll change on rewatch. Raiders second, and I'm being very controversial here. Temple of Doom is my favourite.
Okay.
I just have a lot of fun with it. It just never stops. The action never stops. It's just a fun movie throughout, a proper adventure film, I think. I just love it a bit, but it is the one I used to watch the most as a kid, so that plays a lot into it.
You've got the nostalgia for it, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I did watch Raiders not long ago though, because I'd done a collab last year, and I watched it again because we'd done 80s films, and I really thought it was a strong film, a really good movie. So
I enjoy them all. I think that it's a good franchise, and I'm looking forward to the next one. To be fair.
Yeah, I do. I even like Kingdom, like yourself. So. Hey guys, George, Paul, how's everyone doing? Hello, Wormy Spoon. Thanks so much for coming along, mate. As always, Elektra is the worst. A movie I've never seen, but I know she appears in Daredevil, and oh my god, they do this terrible dance in the park. It's terrible. Have you seen it, Paul?
Yeah, I've seen you know what? I quite like Ben Affleck's Daredevil. I don't hate it. Elektra was a bad film. Yeah, I agree with Wormy Spoons there.
Yeah. Lost in a Reel. Hello, Sean, mate. Thanks for coming along. Can't wait to hang with you tomorrow night, Paul. Are you in the stream or something with Sean?
Yeah, 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, you're doing it his time, are you?
Yeah. Well, I know our time, so Joe Geeky Hijinks is hosting it. But obviously,
Right.
because of the time difference, it's going to be like 6 p.m. for them, and we have to do it 11 p.m. So I'm going to get a few Red Bulls in. I'll be sound.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoy it, mate.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You've done quite a few streams here, haven't you? You've done the Batman watch along last night, this one, and now you're doing that one tomorrow. You're not gonna have any time for any movies this month, mate, apart from Batman, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did watch. I couldn't tune in last night, but I did watch a little bit of it before just to see how you and Luke played it out. And I'm gonna have to come along to the next one. Gutted I missed that last night, mate, because I love that film.
I mean, it's a new thing we're trying. We've wanted to do it for a while. We thought, let's just give it a go. That was our second one. It was fun. We enjoyed doing it. We're going to keep doing it. We're doing RoboCop next week, so
I'm there. What day? Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
I'm there, mate. I'm there.
But we're enjoying doing it. We'll see how it goes. We'll carry on.
Good, mate. I like the way you're picking all these like nostalgic, well, not nostalgic, but 80s, 90s films as well.
All the films we grew up with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Do you just tell people to press play when you press play? Is that how it works? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I've just skipped that one. Have you got anything from the HMV 100th anniversary range? No. I was actually gonna buy a T-shirt, to be honest, but I know they're doing like all little teddies and stuff, aren't they? But
what is it? Is it like 100th anniversary?
They're celebrating 100 years, but they're doing like T-shirts and stuff like that with HMV on and little decorations for your room and stuff. I don't know if they're doing Blu-rays. I'm not entirely sure, but I haven't got any.
I'm going into Liverpool on Monday because I'm off for a week next week, so we've got a few things planned, and we're going to go shopping in Liverpool. There's still one there, right?
They've just moved it to a new store, and it's way better than the last one. There's a lot more space and stuff. I prefer it.
I'll check it out.
How much did you get for your Blu-rays, Jake? Why did you decide to have a clear out? Yeah, Jake, let us know. What video games are you guys currently playing? I'm going through the Ninja Gaiden trilogy on Switch. Yeah, they're quite hard games, them ones.
Yeah, I remember them being notoriously difficult.
I've just finished Ratchet and Clank, so I'm going to move on to Terminator. I'm in the middle of Resident Evil 7 as well, and I really want to get back to it, but Ratchet and Clank come out.
Platinumed it, didn't you?
Yeah, Platinum there. And then this Terminator, I know it's not a long game, so I'm going to play that. Then I'm going to play Resident Evil 7, go on to 8. What about you, Paul?
I'm playing a game on the PS5 at the moment called Scarlet Nexus. It's like a JRPG, very Final Fantasy anime sort of style of game. Took a gamble on it because it just not many people, it wasn't really getting talked about anywhere in sort of the gaming community. But it was getting good reviews, early reviews, so I picked it up. I'm loving it. It's a long game. Apparently, it takes like 80 hours to complete, so I'll probably have it done in the next 10 years. But I'm enjoying it. The combat system is very Devil May Cry-ish, hack and slash if you've played them games. A lot of fun, engaging story. I'm enjoying it. Funny enough, somebody else asked me this on my stream the other day, and I was racking my head thinking of other upcoming games, and I can't think of anything else that's coming out this year that I'm really looking forward to.
Me neither, mate. If I had an Xbox, I'd probably be looking forward to Forza 5. I've got an Xbox One, but not the new one. But there's nothing really, is there? I mean,
not that I can think of.
The only one I'm looking forward to is RoboCop, which is next year. So
I mean, they're doing the Ghost of Tsushima PS5 upgrade, I think, in the next month. So I will probably pick that up because I never actually finished it on the PS4. Something took me away from it. Another game come out, so I never finished it. So I'm going to restart it and play it again with the enhanced graphics and whatnot.
Yeah, I must admit, I do think that game's okay. I just think it's very repetitive and each mission felt the same and stuff. I put about 80 hours into it as well. Sorry?
That might be why I stopped playing it, to be fair. It was getting a bit samey. Like, it looks amazing, but gameplay-wise, it was a bit like Assassin's Creed. I was like, once you've got past the game, you know, what it looks like, and that, I seem to be doing the same thing over and over again here.
Yeah, the combat's good though. I think
yeah.
the combat's really good. Ninja Gaiden trilogy though, I've never played any of them games, but I just know they're meant to be hard. But Forgotten World of movies. Have you guys been to the new HMV in town, which we've just been speaking about? Really, Paul's going to go on Monday. Yeah, I really like it. It's just a lot more space. Prefer it to the older one, and you don't have to go upstairs. Which everything's just on the bottom floor. Very nice, very late, nice. Should have done a video on that really when I went into it, but. Is that Sigma Playtendo or the originals? Oh, they're just talking about Ninja Gaiden, is it? Have you seen Ace Attorney film based on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game series? It was directed by Takeshi Mike and is really good. Didn't even know that was a film.
No, I didn't. I know the game series. It's sort of again like an anime-based sort of game. I didn't know there was a film based on it at all. Now,
I imagine that's that's an anime film, is it?
oh, possibly, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just checking something there. Sorry, mate. Mitchell C. Crank. Hi, guys. Hello, Mitchell.
Oh, yeah.
C. Rank, sorry. I said C. Crank then, sorry. Team Games got the, yeah, they're just talking about, okay. What's an opinion you have? That's a hot take. I think Megatron is a better villain than Ultron. Megatron. Is that from Transformers?
I agree.
Two different movies, though, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. He might. When you say Megatron, I go straight to the 80s cartoon Megatron. If he's talking about the Michael Bay movie version, then I'd have to go with Ultron.
So you got any hot takes, Paul? A movie opinion that's a hot take?
What an opinion you have that's a hot take. Oh man, put me on the spot, dude.
Gremlins 2 is better than Gremlins 1.
Well, I said this the other day, actually. Yeah, that's true. I actually said Predators, the film Predators, the third one, now to me feels like an absolute masterpiece of a movie compared to The Predator. Don't know if that's a hot take, but I remember first watching Predators and not really liking it, and then I watched The Predator, nearly walked out the cinema, and then I went back and watched Predators. I was like, oh, this is actually a pretty good movie.
I think Predators is an okay film. I don't think Adrian Brody's the right man for an action movie, though. No, to be honest, just doesn't fit that film at all for me. He's a good actor, but
yeah, I like him. Yeah.
Opinion that's a hot take. I don't know. I don't like 2001: A Space Odyssey. If that's a hot take, because people think that's one of the best films ever made. I'm not really into it at all. I don't know. I've probably got a lot of hot takes, to be honest. Yeah, there is one. Episode 7 of Star Wars is my favorite Star Wars film. So everyone.
Sorry? I went to cinema 11 times to watch it, so I'm there with you, man. It's not my favorite, but I love, yeah.
11 times? That's got to be a world record, Paul.
Could not get them. I couldn't get enough of it. I was blown away by it.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're just talking about games again, I think. Paul, I adore your t-shirt. Attack on Titan is my favorite thing ever. Let's have a look at that t-shirt, Paul.
Man, Eren Yeager, my boy.
Oh yeah, but Arthur's into like anime and stuff.
Okay, cool.
On Instagram a few times. Yeah. Give him a follow, Arthur.
Yeah, appreciate it,
man. That's the Star Wars movies on 4K, Paul.
Yeah, I've got them all on 4K here. Apart from Solo, it's the only one I haven't picked up on 4K yet. But the rest, I upgraded them at the start of the year. Yeah, I think they were doing like 3 for 2 on Zavi with them all. So I just want to pick them all up.
Yeah, I'm really annoyed with my steelbook collection of Star Wars. Oh, I've got like the last 2, just the spine isn't the same as all the others, and it's really annoying.
Same actually. So I've got like the new slip covers, and then Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker are the standard ones. So they look a bit out of place.
It's just don't really have to go and spend like 25, 30 quid on a steelbook to make the spine look better. I don't know. Mr. Nichols, sup guys? Hello, Mr. Nichols. Thanks for coming along. What is your favourite steelbook you own? Speaking of steelbooks. I've got one behind me here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. I'll just grab it. Oh, that's very nice, Paul. I like that one. I've seen that a few times on when it was coming out.
As soon as I seen that on Xavi, I was like, add to cart. Yeah. Straight away. Love that.
Great pick, mate. Mine's just, it's not great or anything, but here we are. I'll just grab it. It's not great or anything, but it's just a simple poster, but it's really nicely shiny and stuff. But you know what's weird about it? Jules hasn't got like his normal hairdo.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'd probably say that one, but in real life, it's a lot more shinier and stuff. So yeah, I don't own too many steelbooks, to be honest. I only have about 15 or something. I don't really go out my way for them, but that's a nice one you've got there, Paul. What did you get the t-shirt for, Paul? Oh, where did you get the t-shirt, Paul? I need one.
Amazon.
Right. Simple answer. Yeah. What's this off, Paul? This t-shirt?
Pardon?
Is the show actually, or the film actually called Attack of Titan?
Yeah, an anime show called Attack on Titan.
Right.
It's one of my favorite shows of all time. Probably one of the last 10 years. I've always said about it, if it was a live action show in the sort of Game of Thrones big budget show, I generally think everyone on this planet would watch it, like Game of Thrones. But because it's anime, it's a niche thing, and not everyone's into it. So, but I've always said to people, if you can get past that, check it out, man. It's mind blowing, right. So good.
Arthur, by the way, done his top 5 horrors yesterday, and the second was an anime, and it was called Blue something. Do you know what? I can't quite remember it. Something blue. But I was really interested in it. Sorry?
Blue Velvet?
No, it was an anime. Blue something. I forgot the name of it, but
I'm quite intrigued.
Yeah, Arthur, just give us that one if you can. I totally forgot the name. Yeah. But yeah, that show sounds really good. I'm not, anime is not my strong point unless it's video games, but yeah, I don't know, maybe I should give it more of a chance or something.
It's on Netflix. I believe season 1's on Netflix. I always say to people, watch the first 3 episodes. They're only 20 minutes long. If you're not locked in, yeah, because it's anime. It's not like an hour-long show like live action, like 20-minute episodes. Watch the first 3. If you're not locked in by then, obviously drop it. If not,
it's only an hour of your life watching 3 episodes. That's not bad, is it? Have you watched The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo?
Yeah, didn't really gel with it at all.
Have you seen both versions?
Yeah, didn't like either. No, I just wasn't a big fan of it. No.
Yeah. Well, I really enjoyed the Swedish version of it. I thought that was brilliant. But the David Fincher one, sort of done the same thing, but not as good. So I don't think it's a great remake, to be honest. Even though I love David Fincher, I don't think he'd done a great job of that movie. I just think the Swedish version is 10 times better. Here's Luke from Movie Massacre 1987. Hello, Luke. Hi guys, great stream. Friday the 13th part. You want to say hello, Paul? Sorry.
I was going, man, you got
Hey guys, great stream. Friday the 13th part 4 is hands down the best. Yeah, like I said that before, didn't I? Said loads of people like the 4th one. Yeah. Out of all the older ones, Tom Savini is on fire with the kills in this one. I'm gonna have to rewatch it, Luke. I do remember the last time I watched that was on VHS out the video shop. That's how long ago I watched it. I'll have to give it another. I can't wait to rewatch them all, to be honest. You got many memories of part 4, Paul?
No. Like I say, it's just. It's a franchise. I have seen them all at points in my life. I've just got no memory. I need to rewatch them all properly. Sit down, watch them all, start giving my thoughts on it. But only the first one, Freddy versus Jason, the remake are the ones I can always remember. I do need to rewatch them. I really do.
I remember Corey Feldman in that one sort of shaves his head to beat Jason at the end.
Yeah, something like that. When you say things like that, it like jogs bits in my memory. But I do need to sit down and watch them all again properly.
Well, there's something on the remake. The opening 20 minutes of Friday the 13th remake was amazing. I totally agree. Brilliant. It's like the first 4 movies in that 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Um, do you think that horror is subjective the way comedy is?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it is because people like I find a lot of people find ghosting scary, and I don't really, but I find like things like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre scary because that's more realistic to me. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm,
like I always say with horror movies, it is up to the viewer's imagination. So, an example is Paranormal Activity. You can be one of them people who watch that film for the first time and be like, "That film terrified me," or you can be that person that goes, "That wasn't remotely scary." That's you're always one or the other.
yeah,
For me, I just sort of put myself in the shoes of the characters when I watched that film for the first time, and it generally frightened me, like sent chill. I remember watching it at the cinema, sending chills up me. But obviously, I've spoken to other people, go doesn't do nothing for them whatsoever, and it's the
yeah,
same with every horror film, I suppose.
yeah, yeah. I agree, mate. Another example is The Exorcist. I mean, if you're totally badly into religion, I think
Yeah,
you'll find it scary. But
yeah,
if you're not, you'll probably just find it laughable and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely subjective.
yeah,
Um, hello, Jordan. Yeah, by the way, Paul, there's been loads of them times where people have just gone, "You found that scary, really?" So
yeah,
it's one of them, innit?
yeah.
Hello, Jordan and Paul. Hello, BG London.
Yeah,
Thanks so
man.
much for coming along, mate. What is your favourite Bourne film?
Go on.
Why do you want to go first, Paul? Or do you want me to?
Uh,
Well,
I've not revisited them in a long time. Man. I, Off the top of my head now, my head's saying the first one.
mm,
Um, but again, that is another franchise I enjoy. I've just not watched them over and over again enough to really be able to engage sort of a ranking of them. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? But the first one I really enjoyed. I thought it was a really cool concept. Um, and the one I've probably got the most memory of. Two and three, I can't quite remember them. In fact, I'm actually probably mixing them up in my head. But the first, I'll go with the first one.
yeah. I'm like you, mate. I haven't watched them for a while. About 10 years, I think. Last time I watched them,
Yeah,
something like that. But I remember everyone thinking the third one was the best, and I thought it was the weakest.
okay.
I really like the second. I'm sure he's going up against some sniper or something in that one. Can't quite remember who. Sort of a cat and mouse game. I think, but it's out of the first and the second. That it's hard
Yeah,
to separate them. I do like the concept of the first one when he wakes up, he doesn't know who he is and stuff.
yeah.
So, oh my god, I'm gonna have to skip this next comment. Jordan, have you watched Dreams? What made Dreams May Come? Have you? I'm really sorry, with my spoons. I haven't. It is on my watch list, mate. I'm just trying to get through these damn Blu-rays that I haven't watched. I'm in the 20s now, so I'm nearly there. I was on like 90 something that I hadn't watched, so I'm doing well, but I will watch it, mate. Honestly,
I've
have you
not
seen
seen
that film, Paul?
no.
No. He always reminds me every week to watch it. I will watch it with me, I promise. Have you guys watched A Beautiful Mind? Beautiful Mind? Can't think of that one.
Same. A Beautiful Mind. If
Mm,
she if, um if you put in the comments what it's about or who's in it, it might refresh my memory, but it doesn't ring a bell.
yeah, me neither, Mitchell. Sorry, mate. Probably would be something we have seen when he says it. Hi, hello, Glass Gamer on the left. Welcome to the stream. Oh God, I've scrolled to the bloody bottom again. Sorry about this. Sorry, I'm just going. Right, let me just find it. Hate it when it does this.
Oh, thanks.
um, right, I'm nearly there. Right. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, let's get. Right, we were here. Okay. Hi, Last Gamer on the left, by the way. Rarunu Kenshin 5 is out now. Gotta go watch the series of movies. They are awesome. Yeah, I've heard this mentioned a few times on the channel. Have you seen it, Paul?
No, but I know what he's talking about because I remember scrolling across them the other day, and there's one that's come out called whatever the title is. I probably can't even say that. Rurouni Kenshin. I believe there's one called The Beginning now that's just come out. Is it like a samurai sort of movie series?
Yeah. I think it's a Netflix series. I think
Yeah,
I
so
might be
yeah. So
wrong.
I scrolled when I was said before I was watching the Raid 1 and 2 and all that. I think I've come across them, but I've not watched them. But they caught my eye. I'll say that.
Might be one to watch this week, Paul. Why are you going through all your
Yeah,
martial art, kung fu
yeah,
things? Oh, look what you've done to Wormy Spoons.
mate. You've seen 1 and 2. That's where it ends, man. Don't even worry about the rest of them, dude.
Just pretend we never said nothing anyway.
It's
If you
fan
do go and start,
It's fan fiction.
I saw Terminator Dark Fate in 4DX in the cinema. It was quite fun. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a fun movie.
Yeah,
But
that's probably the best I give it. It was a fun movie, but Terminator franchise is always going to get me every time with my money. Every time I'll go and watch every one they release, just because
yeah,
I'm praying that they'll at least give us something. They'll never top 2 for me, never. But
yeah,
something close enough.
yeah.
I'm still willing to keep betting every time a new Terminator film comes out.
I kind of wish they'd do the same with Aliens. Like every Aliens, like I want something close to that second one. Like just do a film like that. But yeah, I get what you're saying, mate. The Genesis and stuff, I just don't like them at all. I really don't. Um, what is the most disappointing film you've seen? Most disappointing film? Good question. So, is there anything you've been hyped for, Paul, that you just didn't really hit the heights?
Um, the first one that comes to my head, and it was a film I walked out of the cinema, was Dragon Ball Evolution.
Mm,
Back in the day. So they did a Hollywood live action adaptation of Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball. Mate, I clocked out for like 20 minutes. I was like, yeah, I'm done.
yeah.
Bye
Actually,
bye.
walked out the cinema.
Yeah, walked, gone.
I've
Terrible.
never, I've never
Absolutely
seen Dragon Ball Z or the film, but I don't know if
awful.
it's meant to be. Is it
It's
wildly renowned to be awful? Is it?
oh yeah, it's terrible. Do you follow Chris Stuckman?
Yeah, yeah.
He's done a video on it where he literally buys it on DVD and goes in the backyard and starts blowtorching the film. It's quite
Yeah.
funny.
Is it a hilariosity review? Is it one of them?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I look up to Chris Stuckman, to be honest. It's a bit
He's cool, man.
weird the way he's going in a different direction now, but good luck to him.
Yeah.
Most disappointing film I've seen. Oh my god. You know what? I did like this film, but I'm gonna have to say it because I love the miniseries. I went to see the remake, and to me, it's like a 7 out of 10 movie. But I was expecting so much from that film with all the stills we see in the trailer and stuff, and it was just too much CGI for me, and it really took me out the film. But I do like it, but it was disappointing, if you get me. And the second one was even more disappointing. I was hoping they were gonna really get that second part of the story right, and he just didn't. So I'd probably say them. Even though I did like the remake, it just didn't quite hit the heights that I wanted it to, and that's probably my fault.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, you're a fan of that film, Paul?
Yeah, I loved it. Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd probably say that's probably in my top 10 horrors of the last 10 years. It Chapter 1. Really loved it. But I'm a sucker for them sort of stories, you know, the young kid sort of Goonies style stories, Stand By Me sort of thing. Love all that. I grew up reading the book miniseries like yourself. Loved Chapter 1. Chapter 2 was okay. It was an hour, far too long. And the CGI does hinder both of them movies.
Yeah, that's what it was, mate. Pennywise is like a really great villain to me from my childhood and stuff, and it just didn't seem real in this one, just because the teeth and he's going like this all the time. Ooh! I was like, but I did like the story part of it with the kids and stuff. That was great. So yeah, that's not a bad movie. Just disappointed me a little bit because I was majorly hyped for that. I really was. Paul, what are your top 10 favorite actors?
Jesus. I probably haven't got a top 10 favorite actors. I can reel off some of my favorite actors: Denzel Washington, Leonardo DiCaprio, Samuel Jackson. Well, I thought I could think of more of them, but I can't. Oh man, there's loads in there, man. Come on, there's so many.
You know, if you went on the camera, Paul, you'd be able to think of 10.
Yeah. Arnie, Stallone, you know, the 80s heroes. There's loads, man. Yeah. I haven't got a top 10 favorite, though. I've never written them down or did a video or anything like that.
You know, got Pacino and De Niro in there, no?
Yeah, you know, chuck them on. Why not? You know what I mean? Yeah. you know, yeah, there's so many.
Yeah. You've named 8 now, Paul. You're gonna have to name 2 more. I'm only
Uh,
joking, mate. I'm only joking.
Emily Blunt. I know you like her.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise. There you go.
There you go. There's 10. The Evil Dead remake was picked up from Sweden.
Okay, right, yeah, yeah.
I still haven't seen that film, the remake. I know you
Ooh.
love it, Paul. I know you love it.
Mhm.
I have to get to it, aren't I? My cousin
Yeah.
who worked with, who was saying before, said talking the other day, saying it's one of the best remakes and stuff. So
Put it on your pile. Put it on your pile.
yeah, I know, yeah. The thing is, we see it out in the wild as well.
Yeah,
What's your favourite Christopher Reeve Superman movie?
the first one.
Yeah, I like the second. I do like the second. It's toss up between the first and second. Haven't
Yeah,
seen it for a while though. I used to
same.
love number 4, even though it's terrible, just because of that fella who Magneto Man or something. What's his name? Magma Man or something.
Something like
Um, yeah, he like walks, doesn't he, and leaves like heat footsteps everywhere he walks and stuff. I thought that was really cool when I was a kid, but watching it again, it weren't that great. So yeah, 1 or 2, hard
yeah,
to pick. But I do like the villains in number 2, the way just them 3 alien type people who come down.
yeah.
Uh, I don't know if they're aliens or whatever they are.
It's
Uh,
General Zod, isn't it? General Zod.
General Zod, is that who it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I haven't seen them for a long time, Paul.
No, same. I've not revisited them films in a while.
What's your thoughts on the way F&F franchise has gone? Well, Jared, I'll probably do. I've been tagged to do a video on 10 movies I have never seen, 10 popular films, and this is probably going to be in it because I've only ever seen the first one.
Okay.
Well, I can't really comment. Have you seen them all, Paul?
Yeah. If you want my take on the latest one, just plug in my channel. Go and check out my review on it. But if you enjoyed that film, I'd probably not watch my review on it because I went hard in on that film. Another film I nearly checked out of the cinema. I nearly got up and just walked. It felt like it was insulting me at intelligence. It was bad. And I'm all for, and I even say this in my review, I'm all for leave your brain at the door type of movies. Mate, this would leave your brain in a different country, man. This was ridiculous. Terrible.
Um, I did watch Chris Stuckman's review on it because I knew I weren't going to review it anyway.
Yeah,
And some of the stuff he was saying was just like, oh my God, have you really gone that far?
yeah. I was looking around the cinema going, you all watching the same film I'm watching. This is ridiculous.
Have you seen a comedy movie called Good Boys?
It's got Jacob Tremblay. Is that his name? The young, up and coming young lad actor. Is it Jacob Tremblay? Is that his name?
I don't know, Paul. I
He's,
can't
he's,
think.
he's the young. Speaking of the Predator, he's the young lad in that, and he's in the room with Captain Marvel. Forget her name as well. It, it's a bit like Super Bad. Good Boys is a bit like Super Bad, but the
Oh,
kids.
I know what film you're on about. Yeah, where they're on bikes and stuff, and someone throws
Yeah,
something up. Yeah, I know what
yeah,
you're on about.
yeah. I've not seen it. I know what it
I have seen the trailer.
is. Yeah.
I've heard it's really good, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, my mate in work said it was dead funny and stuff. But yeah, I know which one you're on about now.
Hmm.
Haven't seen it. Masterpiece Good Boys.
No,
Sorry. Oh, that's his name. Masterpiece Good Boys.
Oh, he's got the poster as his image. Didn't even notice that.
Personally, I believe that the current films and the original run as kind of separate but still related. I guess. What movie was this? What movie did Jared mention before? Sorry, Jared. There's just loads of comments here. Oh,
Yeah,
Fast and Furious.
yeah,
Uh,
I agree with him. Like the first two felt like quite grounded in sort of the underground street race sort of scene, and then they did Tokyo Drift. Then they come back for the fourth one, didn't they? That was a little bit street race gangstery sort of movie, but then five come where I think that's when they introduced The Rock, and then it just went off into action movie, Michael Bay style, Fast and
yeah.
Furious.
I've heard number 5 is quite good though, isn't it?
I quite like that. If that's the one, because there's that many now, I just mix them up. If that is the one where they're dragging the safe around the streets, I quite enjoyed that one.
Right. Elektra is worse than Daredevil and the Green Lantern. Well, it must be that bad then. Would you say it's worse than them, Paul? You didn't really mind Daredevil, though, did
No,
you?
yeah, I don't. I've never understood the hate for the Ben Affleck Daredevil, especially the director's cut of it's pretty cool. But I'm quite a big fan of the character, anyways, and I think they did it quite well. Elektra was terrible though. Green Lantern, I just didn't like.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Poor movie. The only thing I liked about Green Lantern was Blake Lively. I thought she was good in it. That was about it.
Yeah.
Dark Phoenix is terrible.
There we go.
It must be really bad because a lot of people hate that.
Yeah. So that saved me 2 hours.
Yeah. Logan is pretty good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that now because I've just watched the Wolverine and I've heard this is a really good one. Have you seen it, Paul?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I really like Logan. Good film, man. It was a nice little swan song for Hugh Jackman as
Right.
the Wolverine. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Good
Is
film.
it better than the Wolverine?
Yeah, I like the Wolverine. That gets quite a lot of crap as well. Is that the one when he goes to Japan and fights the samurai
Yeah,
and all that? I quite
yeah,
enjoyed that. Logan's a bit more of a personal story. You can tell it's made with the idea that it was going to be Hugh Jackman's last hurrah as the Wolverine. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
okay. I'm looking forward to it. So, it gets mentioned on the stream every week, every
Okay.
week, Logan. So, just gonna have a quick swig of my water here. Sorry, Paul. Oh, that's there me. Can you believe we've been talking for over an hour and 6 minutes here?
Right.
Well, have you watched Southern Comfort yet, Jordan? I haven't, Mark. It is on my list, though. It's been on my list forever. But I've heard a lot about this film. Have you seen it, Paul?
No, I've drank a lot of it though. I've never seen the film.
Made me laugh more than it should. What film had the best opening? Well, we've just been talking about this, but we didn't actually mention one. What do you think's the best opening to a film, Paul?
The Dark Knight is obvious. I'm trying not to go too obvious, but The Dark Knight, every time I watch that film, that intro just locks you in straight away. I remember watching that for the first time, obviously when it first came out on the cinema, and just being like, yeah, this is going to be something special, this film, after that intro. The intro to Halloween always gets me excited, even though I've seen it like 100 times. Love the intro to T2 when it goes back in time and you see all the Terminators and whatnot. Oh, there's loads, man. But The Dark Knight's my one of recent memory. Every time I rewatch that film, that intro gets me locked.
Yeah, I totally agree. I remember being in the cinema myself, and just that score and the window smash, and then the music kicks in. I'm like, oh my god! I watched it on YouTube the other day just to see the first few seconds, and you've just got to watch the whole scene, haven't you? You really have. I think Blade's a good one. I used to love that as a kid.
Good shout, actually. Yeah, that's a good hot take. There's a good hot take. Yeah, man. I'm just looking at it. I can see it here in the background. That's
Which Blade?
It's the first one, 4K Steelbook I got.
Yeah.
Well, that intro is fantastic.
Amazing, isn't it? Scream's another one. There's lots. Evans Movie Case says Temple of Doom is also my favorite. Yeah, it's just a fun time, isn't it? Have you seen Glass or Split? What's your one? And do you think Glass is horror? I've seen both of them, yeah, but I think Split's more of a horror than Glass. My favourite one out of them is probably Split, but I like Unbreakable better than both. So
took the words out of my mouth.
There you
go. Unbreakable is my favourite Shyamalan film.
Yeah, same.
Love Unbreakable's score to that film is one of my favourite music scores of movies. That's my favourite out of them three. Split, really enjoyed for the ending because it was the twist ending, which when you found out it was a sequel to Unbreakable, which they kept hidden, didn't they? No one knew that until they watched the film. Really enjoyed that. Glass I was very disappointed with.
Yeah. I didn't mind Glass, but it didn't. That could be a film I was disappointed with actually, because I liked it, but I thought I was going to get like a big, brilliant end, and then it didn't quite go that way. Unbreakable is so atmospheric, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that. I watched it again, like maybe the start of the year, because my girlfriend had never seen it and she loved it as well. Yeah, I love that film.
Great twist at the
Yeah.
end. I watched Signs the other day as well, because I told my girlfriend that there's a big jump scare in it, and she went, "Oh, I want to watch it, see what it's like." But I quite enjoyed that, to be honest. Better than what I used to think it was. So
Did she jump at the jump scare?
No, I didn't, but I watched their reaction. She
Did
did.
she jump? Did she jump? Yeah.
So yeah. Has Paul watched Justin Bieber Never Say Never?
I've not, but never say never. I might.
I will say never, because I probably never will. Don't know if it's quite an open scene, but the camp raid in The Revenant, possibly best scene ever. Camp raid, is that where... I haven't seen that film for a while, but I think...
Yeah.
Is that where Tom Hardy goes into Leonardo DiCaprio's camp? Is that what it is?
I can't remember. I've only watched that film twice. First time at the cinema, didn't like it. Second time on my own, really enjoyed it. But it's not a film I've sort of got ingrained in my memory or anything.
Yeah.
It's quite a hard going film, isn't it, The Revenant?
Yeah. I liked it, but I watched it when it first come out on Blu-ray. So I think you've got to remember that me and Paul are getting old now as well, so our memories are going.
Yeah.
Only joke, I mean. Did any of you study any films in school and possibly come to love any years later? For me, I studied Kestrel for a Knave, British classic, and I'm Not Scared, brilliant subtitled Italian film. Oh, did you, Paul? Can you think of any? I only watched about 3 films in school, I think.
I didn't. Well, basically, in my GCSEs in English, I think I was estimated a grade like D or something, but then the test was on Lord of the Rings. Okay, right. So I really put all my effort into it, and I got like a B. So I was really made up with that when I was a kid. But I've not studied films in the sense of actually doing film studies in like uni or anything like that, which I would have liked to have done, but no.
Yeah, I haven't actually studied any films, but I've watched film versions of like plays that we were studying. If you get me, like Our Day Out was one of them, which is a film based in Liverpool. But yeah, I mean, if I watched that now, I'd probably appreciate it a lot more. But I can't really think of many, Jared, to be honest. And I never studied film, even though I probably wish I would have. But I did do acting classes for a couple of terms.
I did video game design in college, but I dropped out because it was too hard. Like,
yeah,
it was mind-blowingly difficult, and I was like, I can't wrap my head around it, so I dropped it.
I think that would be solid. That what actor do you think was miscast in a film the most? Adrian Brody in Predators.
I knew you were going to say that, man. I knew you were going to say that, dude.
Maybe Tom Holland and Cherry.
I've not seen that.
He's good, but I think someone else could have done a better job. And I do love Tom Holland.
I'm going to go George Clooney as Batman.
Yeah.
Just because we were talking about it last night on our watch along.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice, that, Paul, to be honest. I have to agree with that. Do you think Clockwork Orange is overrated? No, I think it's one of the greatest films of all time. Just ordered that deluxe edition. Can't wait for that to arrive on 4K. And it's the first 4K I've ever upgraded from Blu-ray, so that's how much I love it. What about you, Paul? Have you seen it?
I've seen it. I enjoy it. But overrated. I haven't got it that ingrained in me to have an answer for that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I like it, I enjoy it, but it's not a film I go to all the time. I think I've seen it. I could probably count on one hand how many times I've seen it in my life. Um, and but I understand why people love it. So
Yeah.
I will say no, it's not. Then it's not overrated, but it's just not one of my favorite go-to films.
That's got a good opening as well, but he's just stared at the camera. So. Catwoman starring Cal Berry is terrible. Yeah, I've heard it's so bad, but I've never seen it. I did watch Chris Stuckman's review on that as well, and it looked awful.
Yeah,
Have you seen it, Paul?
I forgot about it. So yeah, that can be my worst comic book movie. That's how bad it is. I couldn't remember about it.
Do you guys watch South Park? Sometimes I go into different. I watch it for a bit, then I don't watch it for ages, and then I'll go back and watch it again. What about you, Paul?
Same. Obviously, we're about the same age, and we grew up with it. We probably watched it religiously as kids.
Yeah, yeah, it was the
But
greatest thing known to man when I was a kid.
it's like Simpsons. Though it's been going that long, you just dip in and out of it now. If you see it on, yeah, I'll catch a few episodes, but I don't watch it religiously. But I have just read today they've just renewed it for another like 5 seasons. They're doing like 10 movies, so they're still going strong.
Well, what I do appreciate South Park because they do that show relevant to the time, don't they? They'll make that show and put it out that week. So
Yeah.
it could be something that's been happening in the news this week, and that'll be the episode. So it's very clever what they do. But
Have
yeah,
you,
I'm guaranteed to laugh every time I watch it. So
have
I
you
would
seen the
like to.
pandemic episode?
No, no, I
Oh,
haven't.
mate, it's like a 45-minute special about coronavirus. Yeah, these. Oh, mate, so funny.
Is that on Netflix? Are they all still on Netflix?
I don't know if that episode is. I think it's on Comedy Central or something.
Right, I'll have a look out for it.
It's funny though.
I saw the movies because I needed the space, and they were movies that I've either upgraded to 4K, pre-ordered to 4K, not like the film, or don't plan to watch them again. Fair enough, G.
I have to clear out, dude.
I'm a weird one with like if I upgraded to 4K, I'd probably get rid of the Blu-ray. But I'm weird with my Blu-rays. I never really get rid of them, even ones I don't like. I don't know. I can't. It's just one of them that no, I just can't. Do you, Paul?
I'm not gonna lie. I can't be bothered traipsing down CX with bin bags full of Blu-rays for 20 quid.
Yeah.
I'd rather just keep them or give them as gifts. Pass them on to someone who might not have seen it. There's plenty on there that have upgraded to 4K, and I've still got the Blu-ray sat there as well. Um, Space-wise, though, makes sense. If they're just sitting there gathering dust, why not? I suppose. But
Yeah.
I just think the buyback from CX is not that great. I'd rather just keep holding it.
Yeah, I agree, mate. That is just talking to Jake there. How many seasons have you seen of Game of Thrones? All of them.
Yes. Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I don't hate the final season like a lot of people either.
I don't hate it. So I don't like the last episode, but I don't think the final season's bad.
No,
You know, I remember everyone complaining about the final season, Paul, and I was just sitting there watching it going, there's dragons flying here, there's buildings falling apart. I mean, you used to just get Blackadder, that was it.
I can understand from the book reading point of view, but I've never read the books. So to me, that's the story.
Yeah. Who's your favourite video game character?
Either Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII, Leon Kennedy from Resi 2, or Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, Paul, you're just the same as me, mate. Yeah, probably. You know what? I'll probably have to throw Sonic in there just because it was the first game I ever played.
Good.
So, yeah. But yeah, I agree. Solid Snake, definitely. Cloud, definitely. Yeah, Leon's probably my favourite Resident Evil character. Favorite character, probably is them, same as you, Paul. I like Lara Croft as well. Lara Croft.
Yeah.
It wasn't the 90s great.
Oh man, it's gaming back in the day was so much better, but that's just us showing our age, I think.
Yeah. Have you seen Earth vs the Spider?
No.
I haven't. Sorry, mate. No.
I couldn't imagine planet Earth taking on a spider. That'd be a weird film to watch, man.
I have just refinished Ninja Gaiden Black. It's only hard until you figure out the combat system, then it's pretty easy and so much fun. But I remember looking at the PlayStation trophy guide for that, and it was a 10 out of 10 difficulty to get all the trophies. So one of the reasons I've stayed away from it, but I've heard it's a good game. Have you played Ninja Gaiden Black Ball now?
No, I've only ever played the original back in the day, but I know what he's saying. When you're playing a game and you're not getting your head round it, then all of a sudden it just clicks into place, like the combat system. It's dead satisfying. I've done that with a few games.
My cousin has been saying that Dark Souls, once it clicks, it's like the best game ever made and stuff. So
I had to trade it in. I couldn't have it in my house anymore.
Why are you rage quitting?
Oh man, that game was driving me nuts. I had to get out of my house and went and traded it in.
Jake saying he has. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut will be upgradable from PS4 with your current PS4 disc.
Yeah.
But I think 25 to 30 quid, you'll be able to bring it forward your PS4 save file to the PS5 version. I like the way PS5 are doing that. They're not making you go out and buy the game again. Have you got the PS4 version, Paul? You have, haven't you?
Yeah. That's what I'll do. I'll just pay for the upgrade. That's probably the easiest way of doing it.
Oh, hang on. So you've still got to pay 25, 30 quid to upgrade it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right. Well. Earth Spiders is about Quentin, who is a comic fan, and one day gets fired from his job and then injects himself with the spider stuff. Then Quentin starts to think he will become something like Spider-Man. Sounds like Spider-Man. No, I haven't heard of this one, mate. I have to Google it after the stream. And then he starts to turn into a man spider. Have you guys watched The Good Boys? I don't know. Right. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Is that the Bond 50 Blu-ray, Paul?
Yes, it is.
What's that go up to?
Say again.
What does that go up to? It's the latest filming, man.
Skyfall, and then there's like a space for Spectre, so they released it before Spectre. I got it bought as a Christmas present, and then I did like the binge. I watched one every night, binged them all again. But it's a nice set, man. Quite enjoy it.
Who's a favourite, Paul? Do you mind ranking them for us?
Yeah, so we'll have Dr. No at number 20.
Nice set, mate. Nice set. Good the way they left one for the Spectre as well. Which movie franchise would you like to make a comeback? Good question.
Ghostbusters, and it is, and I can't wait. No, we'll see, man. I'm looking forward to it. Movie franchise I'd like to make a comeback. Ooh, I thought that was going to be an easy question to answer, but it's not really. I'd like to see. Oh, I don't know, man. Because all I can think of are ones they've already tried to do it and it hasn't worked.
Yeah, brought everything back now, haven't they?
Yeah, they're trying it with everything, especially stuff from our childhood. It seems to be. I'd love. I don't know. For some reason, my head just went to. I want to see a live action Thundercats movie that they've been talking about for years on end. I'm still waiting for it. But I can't think of any movie franchises that are stuck in the past where I feel like they should revitalize it. Most of the franchises I'd like them sat nicely in the past and just leave them alone.
No horror franchises that you like to see a return or anything?
They've done them, man. Like Evil Dead, they've done a remake. Scream, they've got Scream 5 coming. Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm holding out for a remake of that or a new one. We'll see. There's actually another Evil Dead film they're working on at the moment. They're filming it. Man, that's a tough question. How about you? Let's go to you.
I was going to say Nightmare on Elm Street because I just want Freddy back. I want Freddy back, but RoboCop's another one. But I know they're already bringing that back with RoboCop Returns. Just a matter of when, because that guy who done Chappie was meant to make it. Oh, I forgot his name.
Neil Blomkamp.
Yeah, he was meant to make it, and I thought he was the perfect director. Now they've got this director on board who's hardly made anything. So I'm a bit like that with it. So, but RoboCop and Nightmare on Elm Street are two that I'd love to see come back. Zack Snyder's Justice League, Paul. He's gonna ask you now every Blu-ray.
Yeah, it is.
Did you manage to pick up the Thing 4K, Jordan? There was two steelbooks up for pre-order and the box set. Well, Phil 4K Baker, who was on the stream before, he actually told me that it was up for pre-order. I've got to be honest, Ryan, I didn't pre-order it because I don't love the film as much as everyone else. I do like it. I think it's like a solid 8 out of 10 film, but I just don't love it as much as everyone else. And I've watched it like 5 times now. It's never quite hit me as much as people love it. So I didn't order it this time, but I know why people do. I know people love that movie. Did you, Paul?
Yeah, I pre-ordered the 4K. Yeah, it's a film. Admittedly, I didn't grow up with. I watched it quite late, like early teens, maybe, when I first seen that film. But I every time I rewatch it, it for me gets better and better. And it is probably one of my favorite horror films now.
Yeah, I can appreciate it. I know why people like it. I get it. Special effects are brilliant and everything. I need to rewatch it again. It's been about 2 years now. I'll probably watch it this time and go, why didn't I order that 4K book? But yeah, sorry, Ryan, I didn't, mate. Are you looking forward to the Guardians of the Galaxy game coming out in October? Yeah, look, that's one that's coming out. It looks a little strange. It's like all CGI or was it like comic book style, isn't it? The graphics and stuff.
Like cell shaded sort of stuff.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I might have quickly watched the trailer for it, but I dismissed it. To be fair, I didn't. I thought it for some reason. I thought it was an expansion pack for the Marvel Avengers game that come out last year. I didn't realize it was a standalone game, but I'll check it out, man. I like Guardians of the Galaxy, so I'll have a look for it, man.
I'll probably have a look for some reviews first before that one. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people dismissing it because of the graphical style and that, but that doesn't mean it's going to be bad.
No.
What's your biggest collecting pet peeve? I hate. This is probably why I haven't watched Fast and Furious. I hate it when they bring like a box set out and then there's another film on the horizon. That's why I probably haven't watched them, because I'm waiting for them to finish and then I'll probably watch them. Because I know if we're going by the box set, they're just going to bring Fast and Furious 10 out. So
I'll tell you what mine is, man. I always do this thing, and it's just me personally, but probably other people have done this before. But I'll go, oh, I fancy watching whatever film. And say, for instance, The Thing. And I go, oh, I see it in CX for £3. I'll buy that. And then a week later, they'll announce like a big 4K collector's edition of it. So I'm like, God damn it.
yeah,
that's a bit of peeve. Just it's just they keep rehashing films over and over again, bringing out different editions, 4 different versions. I'm like, they know we're going to be like this. They're not idiots. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's why I don't really upgrade to 4K, because if I do it, I'll do it with everything. And me upgrading this Clockwork Orange now, I hope I'm not going down a dangerous road.
I'll tell you what, mate. When I first started buying 4Ks, I said to myself, I'm only going to buy films I know I love, and I will watch more than once, and I've stuck with it, to be fair. Unless it's a new film, say for instance Suicide Squad, I've pre-ordered in 4K. Like going forward, I will buy now probably every movie on 4K, but back catalogue wise, unless I really love it. Say if they release the Terminator on 4K tomorrow, I'd add to cart straight away.
Yeah.
But I stay in my lanes now because
yeah,
I've spent that much money. It becomes a bit of an addiction, doesn't it, man?
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. I mean, I don't really mind buying that Clockwork Orange because I'm like I said before, it's one of the best films I've ever seen. I would like to own it, but like that's why I didn't buy The Thing, because I don't love it that much to upgrade it. Maybe if I see it on a standard 4K in future for cheap, I might upgrade it then. But I don't see the point in spending 40 quid on it when I don't love the film. I'm like you. If Terminator 1 and 2 comes out tomorrow in a big set like that, I might. So Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna have to keep it grounded. Wormy Spoons, the film that he was talking about in his top 5 horrors, is Perfect Blue. Have you seen that, Paul?
Yeah, I have. I used to have it on VHS, and I'm pretty sure it's a movie has come out as an adaptation of it. They bought the rights to the anime to make a movie version of it, but I can't for the life of me think of what the movie version is. I'm sure someone will comment what it is, but it come out like the mid '90s, maybe early '90s.
And Luke's just saying that as well. We must be really behind on these comments. The horror anime is Perfect Blue. It's my second favorite anime film. Right? Yeah. Okay. Movie match. Have you got? Oh, they're just talking about that. What is your favorite foreign film?
The Raid 2.
City of God for me.
Ooh,
Top 10 movies of all time.
Ooh, is it? Yeah. Okay. Good shout. Good shout, man.
Have you seen it, Paul?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Who got me onto that now? I remember someone saying to me, kept going to me like, watch it, watch it, watch it. And I eventually did. And I literally messaged them thanking them for it. I was like, yeah, that film was fantastic. Yeah, it's a cool film, man.
Yeah. Raid 2 is probably in my top 5 foreign films, though. Yeah, it's great. Thanks for checking out my top 5 horrors, by the way, Jordan. And yes, Perfect Blue is terrifying. Like, it feels more realistic than most live action horrors somehow. Like I said, I'm not really a big fan of anime, but Arthur, you are making me want to watch this film. Now, for you to put down your top 5 horrors is something I want to check out. So I feel like that's something I'll like. Who's the hottest Gal Gadot or Scarlett Johansson? That's the hardest question of the night, I feel.
Oh my days. I love how I'm actually sat here thinking about it.
We'll come back to you in about 10 minutes, Paul.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that's it. Come back to that, man. My head went Gal Gadot though straight away though, but
I'd say Gal Gadot slightly.
yeah, yeah.
But what I will say about Scarlett Johansson, she's really grew on me in the MCU franchise. Like, just after Iron Man, she's my favourite character. So, on these rewatches, I just think she's a brilliant character. So, Keith Lemon movie is pretty horrifying for all the wrong reasons. I haven't seen that one yet, but the Harry Hill one was bad enough. So, if that's on the same level, I can imagine it. Have you seen the Keith Lemon film, Paul?
I'm not though. My brother, I remember my mum bought my little brother it for Christmas a few years ago. You know, when it was Celebrity Juice was like the go-to show when that first came out. I've never watched it though.
Right, fair enough. Rhoda Kenshiro, honourable mentions, both rave films. The Night Comes for Us. Yeah, the night. You've seen The Night Comes for Us, didn't you, Paul, the other day?
Yeah, fantastic film.
On back. Oh, I had that on Blu-ray, but I never ever got round to it. The Swordsman, Geordie Paul's been telling me about that one, and House of Flying Daggers. Never seen that one.
No, the sword. On back keeps getting mentioned to me to watch it, but I can't find it anywhere. Like, I can't find it to rent or anything. To source out. The Swordsman, I was going to watch the other day because again, it's got Joe Taslim, the guy who played Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat. I just didn't get around to it. House of the Flying Daggers rings a bell, but I've not seen
it. Yeah, both brave films, though. I agree with that one. Oh man, just scroll to the bottom once again. Oh, we've got so many comments, Paul. Right, are you okay for till 9 o'clock?
Mate, I can go till 10. Love Island's on. I ain't sitting watching that
promise me fiance we'll watch an episode of Fargo because we're halfway through it. So we'll go to 9 o'clock. Is that right? Cool. When it gets to about 1:45, we'll try and speed up with the comments.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, Tony, thanks for coming along. Glad to see you. Yeah, he's a good lad, Paul. Yeah, that's why I asked him on. Congratulations on 500 subs, by the way, mate.
Yeah, good shout, man. Good, congratulations, dude.
I didn't find Paranormal Activity one bit scary and found it really slow burn, and it's a bit pedestrian, but the ending definitely caught me off guard. Yeah, the ending's great to that film. Yeah. Have you guys seen Ip Man films, and what is your favourite? I haven't, but John from Mondo Chelovic was talking about these, saying he loved them. I think it was John. And some guy who used to work with said they're brilliant as well. Have you seen them, Paul?
No, but again, like, obviously, like I said, I've been watching a lot of Asian martial arts films, and I've asked people on my Facebook and stuff to recommend some. That keeps getting brought up. Donnie Yen, apparently fantastic movies. I've just never got around to watching them, but they are on my to watch list.
Sorrow when people ask you things and like on a stream saying, "Have you seen this?" and you haven't, and it's just one of them. You can't have seen everything, but I've heard they're really good. Jordan, I can see Kill List behind you. What's your thoughts on it? I found it grim, but then wasn't expecting the ending, which had a mad twist. Danielle picked it up on Blu-ray. She's never seen it. You can see it behind me, can you? Where's that? I can't. Kill List. 1 second, Paul.
No, I'm intrigued to see what it is.
Oh, you never heard of this one?
No, I don't. It'll probably ring a bell when I see the cover. No. Good film, yeah.
It's a British film. Have you ever seen A Football Factory?
Yeah.
Well, Tommy Jolson's mate in it, his best friend, little chubby guy.
I know you mean, yeah.
He's the star of this one. It's a mad one. I've seen it a couple of times now. It's like none of them British films that do something a little bit different. It's one of them.
Okay.
But yeah, really good twist. My thoughts on it, I think it's a good movie. I don't love it as much as everyone else, but it's a good film. I mean, I like the way it tries to do something different, and the ending is great. So yeah, Paul. I won't say too much about it, but sometimes see that going for like £1 in CX and stuff. I recommend picking it up.
Yeah.
It's a decent one. Beautiful Mind is the one with Russell Crowe.
I've not seen it then. I
Oh,
don't.
right.
Oh, it's the new one that's just come out, I believe. And he's in like a car. I've seen like still pictures of the film, and he's a bit of a nutcase in it. It's one of his recent films.
Isn't that Unhinged?
Oh yeah, that is that. Yeah, I think it's the one. Yeah. No, I've not seen Beautiful Mind.
Is that Total Recall the remake with Colin Farrell, or is it the original with Arnold? I'm gonna guess that it's the original with Arnold behind you, Paul. Is he talking about?
Yeah, man, the Steelbook that was actually gifted to me by Luke, Movie Master 1987, who's in the chat there. Christmas just gone, I believe. And we recently went to watch it in the cinema when they reopened and they were showing older films.
Yeah.
Love it, man.
Great, isn't it? Annie's films are just so fun.
Oh man, that's a great film, Total Recall.
Nice of Luke to send you it, mate. Also, by the way, Luke, if you're watching, I'll get you on a stream soon, mate. I was saying to Paul at the start, I'll try and get you on. Also, have either of you seen Cannibal Holocaust? I've seen it. I don't know if it was the cut version though, because there was a lot of animal cruelty in it. I can't quite remember. It was very long time ago, but I didn't think much of it, to be honest. What about you, Paul? You seen it?
Exactly the same, mate. Seen it once years ago. Probably will never watch it again. Didn't think much of it.
Yeah. I don't mind disturbing films though. Like I always try to look for something that shocks me, but never really do. They never really put me in that zone where I'm like, oh my god, that's terrible. Like, I've even done that. But yeah. Have you guys seen Ghostwatch? Picked it up today and heard that it sent the country into meltdown when it was broadcast. Ghostwatch. Is that the one with Parkinson in?
It doesn't ring a bell to me, I'm afraid, man.
No, I don't think so, mate. But if that's the one with Parky in from the 90s or something,
I'm gonna quickly Google it. The only one keeps coming up is like a BBC mockumentary.
I think that's the one, mate. Yeah. I've heard a lot of people were terrified of that.
Okay, right. Yeah, Michael Parkinson, you are right. Yeah, never seen.
I never seen it, to be honest, but I listened to a podcast called Chat and Flicks, and Carl, who was the host of that, he was saying how scary it used to be, like on a Halloween special once. Yeah, it's also called Samurai X, the beginning and the last movie. You have to watch them all. The fourth one's called The Final Go. Figure maybe it's a Japanese thing, but great movies. I think that's Kenshi.
Yeah.
Have you seen Werewolves Within? It's a whodunit comedy horror based on a Ubisoft PS VR game. No,
I've not seen it yet, but I've heard a few people talking about it on. I'm in a fan group on, Killer Flicks on Facebook,
Yeah.
Cody Leach used to be part of it. They always talk about it in there, but I've not watched it yet. But I've heard it's pretty good. It's getting quite good reviews and whatnot.
Can you just join that Killer Flick? Yeah, is it just a group you can join?
Yeah. You just go on Facebook and join group.
I'm gonna get on it then.
Yeah, it's
Because
good.
some
Yeah,
of my favorite YouTubers are on that. I think.
yeah, it's a good community. To be fair, it's
Yeah,
good
I
crack
think
in it.
there's a guy on it called Sinister Movie Reviews. Not Tony. It's very similar name to his channel. Do you
Yeah,
know him?
yeah. I don't know. Not he's on there. He's
Yeah,
part of the group. Yeah.
yeah. I really like his channel, so I'll have to get over there. Most underrated actor in your opinion? Oh, I don't know.
Underrated.
It's a hard one. Um,
Yeah,
underrated.
yeah. That's a difficult one off the top of your head again.
I'll tell you what, I think the guy had it, even though he's probably gone on to Hollywood now, I thought he was going to go on to be like one of the greats. The guy off Dead Man's Shoes who plays Richard's brother, who's been getting bullied and stuff. He puts some performance in that movie, and he has been in a lot of things since, but that to me is like Oscar worthy, that performance. So I thought he
Yeah,
might have gone on to like greatness there. But I don't
yeah,
know, that's a hard question.
yeah. That's a difficult one. Play Tendo guys good at getting the thinky questions in.
Yeah, you're not going to answer then, Paul.
No, I'm sorry, dude. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'll walk away from it and think he's well underrated.
All the Toms: Tom Hardy, Tom Hanks, Tom Holland, Tom Hiddleston, Tom Cruise, Tom Jones. Wait, what? I don't know what that's in reference to, so sorry, where we?
I do
Hi,
like
hello,
them things.
hello, demo. Jacob Tremblay
Yeah,
is the name. You had it
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Attack the Block. I don't know if this is something into like an underrated film or something, but I've never seen that. That's with Daniel? Not that. What's his name?
It's got
Guy I started.
John Boyega.
John Boyega. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
it was his breakout film, wasn't it? It's all right. It's like one of them hood, London hood sort of movies with aliens in.
yeah.
So,
Sounds good.
yeah, it's quite a fun film.
Remember Kidulthood? That was a good movie.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed that back in the day. Yeah.
That is his name. Yeah. Talking about Jacob Tremblay. Favorite Tom Cruise film? I'm gonna have to go with Mission Impossible Ghost. No, sorry, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. That's my favorite Mission Impossible movie, and that made me really appreciate how good Tom Cruise actually is. So I go with that.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say exactly the same. You took the words out of my mouth there, mate. Yeah. Love Top Gun though. Top Gun's a film I grew up with as a kid. Days of Thunder as well, the NASCAR racing one. I grew up with that as a kid as well, so I really like that.
Mm.
But
Mm.
yeah, my favourite Tom Cruise movie to at the moment is Rogue Nation. That's my favourite Mission Impossible film as well.
Yeah. A lot of people think Fallout, don't they? So I'm glad you agree with me there. Yeah, close. Yeah, it's
But
that water tank scene for me.
Say again.
It's that water tank scene for me with Rebecca Ferguson rescues him. That is amazing.
Mine's the sniper scene in the Opera House. I think that's an incredible
Yeah,
scene in Rogue Nation.
yeah. But I can't wait for the new one.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's our answer, Rogue Nation. Donnie Brasco versus Carlito's Way. Right, I haven't seen Donnie Brasco for a long time. I remember not liking it, but I want to give it another go. I know there's a HMV premium out there, so I'm gonna have to go with Carlito's Way. I think I watched that in the wrong frame of mind, Donnie Brasco at the time, so I want to give it another go. Carlito's Way is a great film. Got an answer there, Paul? Have you seen them?
I agree with you. Carlito's Way is my favourite out of the two. I do like Donnie Brasco, but it's not a sort of mobster film that I grew up with or it's stuck with me. Carlito's Way I've seen way more times. It's fantastic film.
Wormy Spoon says Vanilla Sky. I've never got round to that one, to be honest. Wormy Spoons, I've heard it's really hard one to get your head round and stuff. The one I will say, Eyes Wide Shut. I think that's a good one as well.
Yeah, Vanilla Sky is a hard going film.
So bad. What is your favorite horror movie from the 90s? What a great question. I'm gonna have to go with Child's Play 2, I think.
Oh, yeah, that is a 90s film, isn't it? Damn. Scream come to my head straight away then. But then Child's Play's like 91, isn't it? 92. Oh, man, yeah. I prefer Child's Play 2 to Scream. So, again, I will echo your answer. I absolutely adore Child's Play 2.
Yeah. Scream's up there though. I mean, they're both really good movies.
Yeah.
Child's Play 2, mate. I think just one of the most fun movies ever. It's
It's
so
good,
so good.
It
Yeah.
is. It's always every time I think I want to go watch a Child's Play film, 2 straight away in. Love it. So
Yeah.
good.
I do like New Nightmare as well. Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I think that's a good Freddy movie.
Sure.
Final Destination. I think that might be 2000.
Yeah.
There's loads, isn't it? There's loads. Is Electra worth watching or should I skip it? It's worth reviewing. Skip it, Paul, yeah?
Yeah, unless you want to do a review where you want to tear it a new one. If it's like a funny review, I'd watch it and then review it. But yeah, skip it, man. It's
You probably get a lot of views if you do that, like a funny review on it. Favorite George Hamilton movie? Why can't I think who George Hamilton is?
Let me type George Hamilton in. Oh my god.
George Hamilton, man.
Wow. I have not seen any of these movies and I feel ashamed.
Are they
He's
popular?
in Godfather Part 3, apparently.
Not popular.
Yeah, but I don't recognize any of these movies, man.
Oh, George Hamilton. I can see his face now, yeah. Oh, yeah, I recognize his face, but the life of me can't think of any films in. Godfather 3. Uh, that's a terrible question, Evan.
Yeah, what's
I know
your
terrible as in,
what's your favorite George Hamilton movie? We want to know.
I'm gonna have to go with Godfather 3. I think, even though I don't like it too much, because I haven't seen that many films with him in. I just know his face.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah,
like a game show host.
yeah. Right, we're gonna have to watch The Good Boys.
I'll get round to it. I remember seeing the trailer for it and thought it was quite funny, but I just never got around to watching it.
It does look like a fun film. Yeah, so yeah, Jeddah likes it as well. Jamie, hello, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Hi guys, hope you both well. Have you seen the new Suicide Squad yet? Yes, we both talking about it at the start of the stream, Jamie. Good movie. I liked it. Enjoyable. Don't echo some reviews that were giving it like 9s and 10s out of 10s, but I think it's like a solid 8. I think Paul sort of on the same line.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page, man. I walked down and went, it was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best DC film they put out, in my opinion. I think there's been better ones. It was a good film.
Yeah.
Best I could give it.
It's in my top 10 of 2021, Jamie, so I do think a lot of it. I thought it was really funny. Really, really funny. There was a few times where I was like really laughing in my seat. Like, favorite British movies? Very good question. Rise of the Foot Soldier, Gangster Number 1. You got any, Paul?
Favorite British movie. Shaun of the Dead pops to my mind straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Any of them films with Simon Pegg in, I love. Loved the Full Monty back in the day. I think that's an absolute incredible film. One that comes to my head was American Werewolf in London, but I don't know if that is a. I've just lost you.
Hang on. Okay, we're good.
We're good, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was thinking American Werewolf in London, but I don't actually know if that is a British film. I think it is.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? That's a hard one to answer, actually. Couldn't tell you, Paul.
Yeah, but Shaun of the Dead is one of my favourite British films of recent memory. I love that film.
Yeah. I've got a lot. There's a lot of British films I like, and I've just gone out my head. But there's loads. I've got loads of plans to do lots of British film reviews next year. I can't blatantly think of the ones. But Rise of the Foot Soldier definitely up there with Gangster Number 1. Yeah. So if American Werewolf in London counts, that's up there for me as well with 4. Wolverine is rather underrated superhero film. Yeah, I seem to get a lot of people not liking that, but I enjoyed it, and so did you, didn't you, Paul? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a good film. Yeah.
Jordan as Mooney-bug, seen Good Boys. What did your mate say about it? The only person I know who's seen it is my old friend in work, and he really liked it. I don't know if Movie-bug's seen it. I'll ask him next time I speak to him. Scream, yeah. Okay. I'll check it out. Have you seen Sleepy Hollow and the Sleepy Hollow TV series? I've seen bits of Sleepy Hollow years ago with Johnny Depp, but never seen the TV series.
Yeah, same. I've seen the Tim Burton one back in the day. Not revisited it in a long time. Remember liking it. I didn't even know there was a TV series.
I seen it in CX a few months ago when it was like 15 quid or something. So it must be out of print now.
The movie?
Yeah.
15 quid?
Yeah. Must be out of print. So
yeah.
Have you seen MTV Scream? It's on Netflix. This the Scream TV series you're on about? No. I haven't, but it's something I would watch. Have you seen it, Paul?
Yeah, man. I remember being hyped for it. I think I made it to like episode 4 and checked out, man. I didn't think it was that great. Apparently, season 3 brought it back a bit, but I've not got round to it. I didn't like it, to be fair.
Don't season 3 forget the first 2 or something, and then start again or something like that?
So they try and make season 3 like a sort of semi-sequel to the movies, because season 1 and 2 don't even have the original ghost mask. Well, season 3 they did use it,
yeah.
But I've just never got round to it. I thought after trying to get through season 1, didn't really like it. I've just never thought to go back to it.
Right. Fair enough. Favorite movie soundtrack? Ooh, good question. I know my answer.
So do I. Do you want to go? Do you want me to go? Only because I was listening to it on the way home from work about 3 hours ago. My favorite movie soundtracks of all time are, if we're talking soundtrack, not score, soundtrack. Rocky IV, Transformers the movie, the animated one, and The Lost Boys. They're my 3 favorite movie soundtracks of all time.
Yeah, if I was going to pick a top 3, mate, 2 of them would be in it.
Yeah.
Which is Rocky IV and The Lost Boys. They're great. I'd put Pulp Fiction in there as well. I really do like that.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, Pulp Fiction's got a great soundtrack.
Yeah. Lost Boys always great, isn't it? Lost in the Shadows and stuff.
Oh, yeah. So good, man.
Yeah. And I still believe Tim Thingyo with on the saxophone.
I still believe.
Amazing. What film would you never watch?
Justin Bieber, Never Say Never.
Yeah, I'd probably have to go with that. I mean, there's not many films I wouldn't give a go to. I don't really fancy the Twilight films whatsoever, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't watch them, because if my fiance turned around and went, "Come on, just give them go," I probably would. I know she likes them films. So there's a lot of musicals out there that probably don't take me interest whatsoever, like Mamma Mia and stuff, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't watch them. So yeah, that's the best answer I can give. You got any, Paul? Or is your answer
I'm man, I'll always give some a go. And there's been many films where I've not looked at it, watched it, and loved it. So I'm always willing to give anything a go. Twilight's a good one. I watched the first one, hated it. People said to me, "Stick with it." Number 2, didn't like it. Not watched any of the others. But I will.
People are lying, are they?
I will always, mate. I give 50 Shades of Grey a watch just because everyone was raving about it. I was like, right, everyone's raving about it. Let me see what it's about. It was terrible. But what I'm saying is, I will always give something a chance. I mean, you never know.
I'm the same, mate. You can't just dismiss never judge a film by its cover, as they say.
Yeah.
Best opening scene is Saving Private Ryan. Yeah, Tony, definitely top 10. I'd put it in my top 10. Yeah, it's amazing that. I should do a top 10 opening scenes video, really, shouldn't I? Because a lot of people ask what's the best opening scene. So, Cry Little Sister, another great track on that soundtrack. So stupid science. What kind of dumb alien with water allergies goes to a planet that's 70% water? Well, this is weird because I've just watched Cody Leach's ranking of Shyamalan, and he said that it does say in the movie that they are desperate because all their supplies are running out. So they're just going to go to great lengths to get whatever they want.
Oh,
Plus,
okay.
how do they know that the water is going to affect them if they've never come into contact with it?
There you
I
go, man.
suppose that's the answer, Wormy Spoons.
Yeah,
But if they did
yeah.
know that, yeah, they're kind of dumb. um, have you guys seen Me Machine? Thinking of watching it? Hello, Armin, by the way. Me Machine's a good movie.
Yeah, I've not watched it for a long time, but it's a good film. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I love the end. I won't say what it is because Armin's never seen it, but I love the end with sort of what happens to. I won't say nothing, but it's a good
Yeah,
ending. I'll just say
I
that.
know
I
what
can't
I
explain
know what you're
well.
trying to say as well. I know what you're trying to say. Yeah, go on.
Name a classic film that didn't cut it for you when you watched it and why. 2001: A Space Odyssey for me just bored me to death. I will appreciate the imagery on screen and the visuals, but it just bored me. What about you, Paul?
Oh, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate here, but didn't cut it. The Godfather films.
Oh yeah,
I watched them for
we
the
take it
first.
off the stream now, or
Hear me out, because I have got an answer of why.
I'm only
I
joking,
watched
mate.
them. No, no, it's all right. I watched them for the first time properly. I sat down and watched them for the first time ever last year, again in lockdown. And like you with a Space Odyssey, I appreciated it. I understood why people love it. But I grew up with films like Casino and Goodfellas. They were my go-to mobster films when I was growing up. So to me, they feel more high energy movies. So when I went back and watched The Godfather, it felt really slow, and it, I just I was getting bored watching it. But like I said, like you said with a Space Odyssey, I appreciate it. I understand why they're
Yeah.
people go to mobster film. But for me, because I didn't grow up with them, like Goodfellas and Casino and etc. etc. I just they just didn't cut it for me, like the comment says.
No, mate, I totally get what you're saying. They are Casino and Goodfellas and stuff, very fast paced, scene to scene, just shot. Next thing happened, next thing happened. Next,
Mm-hmm.
Godfather's a very slow burner, but I was kind of the same as you. I was kind of disappointed the first time I watched them, but I've grew to think that the two of the greatest films ever made. So, in fact, they are my number one and two ever. So, um, yeah, but I get what you're saying, mate. I get it. Yeah, it's a one shot with the Indians attack the camp. I'm not a massive fan of Revenant, but that scene is unreal.
I feel like I need to revisit that film.
Uh, Me too, mate. Me too. What is your least favorite horror character? I'd say Pinhead's kind of a weak horror character because he just gets killed with ease in every single one of them Hellraiser films. So I love the look of him and stuff, but I don't think he's a great horror character, to be honest. And he shows up for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that is a good one, to be fair. My least favorite horror character. Man, there's not many, to be fair. Leprechaun's a terrible one. I'm not a big fan of the Critters movies. I think
You know,
no, I've always gone towards Gremlins over Critters. I think they're a bit daft. Um, yeah, we'll go with them. Yeah.
fair enough, mate. I've got a big horror thing there across my wall with
Mm,
all horror characters on. I'm just having a look, but yeah, I'm just gonna have to stick to Pinhead, I think.
mm.
Mm, Yeah. Uh, Jordan, if you've already read it, you should pick up the Clockwork Orange book. It's awesome and a pretty quick read. Yeah, I've heard it's only a little bit of a short book. I'd be interested to read that actually with all the dialogue and stuff because they've got their own language and stuff. I don't really have time to read these days though, but I know you like your books, Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might take it on holiday or something. Yeah, why not? The South Park Pandemic specials are hilarious. Yeah, like Paul mentioned that before. Um, rank all the Evil Dead movies. 3, 1, 2.
Um, oh, Jesus. I love them all, by the way, but if I had to rank them, I'd put Army of Darkness last, remake, 2, 1.
I can't say about the remake, but yeah. 1 and 2, they're very close for me, actually. I mean, I don't think one's way better than the other or anything. Do you guys watch The Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
I used to.
Well, I did. It's finished now, isn't it? But yeah.
Yeah. It had
Really?
its moments. I think it was kind of overrated at times. I think it started off really well, then started to drift a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was all right. It was all right. Have you Avengement with Scott Adkins on Netflix? Have you seen Avengement?
No, but I've just recently watched a Scott Adkins film called Ninja 2 that someone recommended to me. He's a British martial artist. He's from Wales, I think. But he is brilliant at martial arts. He just doesn't get them big budget movies, quite low budget. But he has got an incredible YouTube channel where he just interviews, sort of a bit like this, just martial artists from past and present. Really good if you're into like martial arts movies and stuff. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, decent. I've heard the name Scott Adkins. Like, right, Paul. Should we just flick through these ones?
Go for it.
Because it's been 2 hours now, and then we'll just wrap it up. So, everyone, we're gonna just go through these comments really quickly. I do apologize if we skip over them too quick, but we just want to get through everyone. So, what are some of the worst games you've ever played? Iron and Blood on the PlayStation 1 was a pretty bad one.
Oh man, that's a hard question. Some of the worst games I've ever played.
I've got another one, Just Cause 3. I didn't like that game at all.
Yeah, I was never into the what was the GTA rip-off called?
Saints Row.
I thought they were dead bad. There's probably loads. It's another question, Playtender guys. Sorry that I could. As soon as I finish, I'll think of loads. But
have you guys watched Mean Girls with Lindsay Lohan? Yeah, I actually a guilty pleasure movie for me. I do like that film. Love Rachel McAdams in it as well. You seen it, Paul? Yeah,
I've seen.
Yeah.
Keep
Nothing Gets by Hawkeye Saranke. I think.
Sorry, I don't know what that means. Man.
I'm not a big gamer, but I still play on my PSP and Xbox 360. Yeah, fair enough. The old games are the best, mate.
Yeah. I wish I still had my PSP.
Yeah, I've got like tons of games for it there. I've never really played half of them. I just picked them up because they were cheap and CX. What is your favourite Mario and Legend of Zelda game? My favourite Mario game is probably Mario Odyssey. Favourite Zelda game? Ocarina of Time, but I haven't played them all. I'm not a massive fan of the Zelda franchise. I think they're good, but yeah, probably go with them too.
Yeah, mine's Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo and Zelda: A Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo as well.
What was your favourite Mario one? Sorry, Paul.
Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. Got a lot of fond memories of it.
I think IGN gave that the number one when they ranked every Mario game or something.
Okay, right, yeah.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. How's it going? Yeah, cheers, Scott. Sorry, we are closing up soon, but thanks a lot for coming along, mate.
Cheers,
nice pickups today, by the way. Oh, sorry, I've scrolled to the bloody bottom again. Yeah, here we go. Have you seen Cowboy Bebop? No, I've heard of it.
Yeah,
but
it's an anime classic show. It's one of the best that's ever been made.
Is that like Black Mirror, where it's a different story, everyone?
No, it's about space pirate bounty hunters, but it's if you just read like anything about anime, it's like the number one show on a lot of people's rankings and stuff. It's brilliant. It's really good.
Right. Okay. I'm thinking of Robot. I'm thinking of something else. Both Requiem for a Dream and Black Swan took inspiration from Perfect Blue Banana's good.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Well, they're really good films, them too. So, yeah, I can imagine I'll like it. Have you guys watched Knives Out? Yeah, decent movie. I'm looking forward to the second one with the cast I've got. Have you seen it, Paul?
Yeah, I loved it. Really, really enjoyed it. I watched it again the other day, to be fair. So, yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliantly directed.
And I absolutely love Anna de Armas. She's like...
Yeah. You're going to say beautiful then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I did guess the end, though. I did see who was going to be. Yeah, I guessed it. off to footy. Great stream. See you guys next time. Cheers, Wormy Spoons. Thanks so much.
Take it
Do
easy,
you like
man.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Yeah, it's my favourite horror movie of all time. I'm going to pictures next Thursday to see it. What about you, Paul?
Yeah, I love it. It's not my favourite of all time, but I love it. It's an incredible film. I liked your Funko Pop, your
Oh, yeah?
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Any future video plans? What about you, Paul? You got any?
No, I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing at the moment, doing my regular Sunday one, 5 to 7, 5 till 7. We've got Florentina for Conte reviews on this week. Looking forward to having her on. Going to watch Jungle Cruise tomorrow, so I'll probably review that over the weekend and just carry on doing more watch along Wednesdays.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing at the moment. Got nothing planned more as of yet.
Yeah, get on next week. They're doing RoboCop, so get onto Paul's channel, everyone. Like I said, the link is down below. Please go and give him a subscription. You won't regret it. I'm planning on doing a Suicide Squad and Blood Red Sky review over the weekend. I'm going to see Jungle Cruise Sunday, so I'll probably have a review for that. I'm planning on doing my top 10 video games of all time soon. I've had it in the work for a while. And yeah, you doing it, Paul? Yeah,
yeah, trying to.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that one. Luke tagged me in as well, the horror questions one. I've got a top 10 movies I haven't seen. I've been tagged in as well to do as well. So yeah, and I'm on Leon Talks Films stream on Saturday night as well. So
yeah, that'll be cool.
Have you seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Yes, we have. Just spoke about that one. So
yeah, great film.
Have you lads got Conan the Barbarian in your collection? As much as I love Arnie, I haven't. Have you, Paul?
No, but I know my co-host of my stream, Luke, Movie Master 1987, is a huge fan of that movie. I think he's literally just picked it up on Blu-ray. But no, I don't own it.
I have to get one. We'll both have to add that one, mate. Excellent stream, guys. Got to go now, unfortunately. We'll try and join the next one. Cheers, Scott. Thanks so much for coming along, mate.
Bye, mate.
I think Drum Duns runs Killer Flicks. Check out his channel. It's really good. Yeah, I follow Drum Duns. Yeah. I think this is the reason Cody Leach left it, though. Didn't he fall out with him or something?
Yeah, they had some tension, didn't they? I believe, like last year, maybe. And then he sort of branched off.
I don't know what it was about. Like, I just remember Cody.
That's what it was about. But
sorry?
It never come out what it was about. Everyone was fishing for it, but they kept it hush-hush.
Right. Gladiator starring Russell Crowe versus 300 starring Gerard Butler. I'd probably go 300 starring Gerard Butler because I haven't seen Gladiator for a long time.
Oh, man. Jordan, I recently picked that up on 4K. It was on like a 2 for 25. I picked up Gladiator and Jaws. And I hadn't seen Gladiator for a long time. So when I watched it, it felt like a fresh film to me. I sort of had little bits in my head that I remembered, but it felt like I was watching a film for the first time.
Right.
Mate, how that film's 20 years old blew my mind. I actually messaged my friend going, how is this film 20 years old? Incredible movie.
Gonna have to give it a rewatch like you did then.
Yeah, I love that film, man. I do like 300 though. 300's cool.
But you're going with Gladiator.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably rewatch that. Ask me again on next year, and I'll probably say Gladiator. What film franchise the most consistently great for me? It's probably Mission Impossible, as there hasn't really been a dud in the franchise. Yeah, I suppose that's a good one. I don't really like the first, but I like all the others. So that's a good answer, I feel. You got any, Paul?
No, that's a good answer, man. I'm trying to... oh, no, yeah, you know what, Playtendo guy, I think you've hit the answer there, man. Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head again that have been consistently good.
I like the Child's Play franchise, to be honest. The only one I really don't like is Cult of Chucky. I even like Seed of Chucky. I just have a lot of fun with that. So I like the Child's Play franchise, to be honest. But yeah, I think he's nailed it with Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Flash Gordon?
I've never been a fan. In fact, I don't think I've ever watched the original movie start to finish. Never grew up with it.
Never seen it. Is Ghost a 90s film?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, early 90s. Great film.
Yeah. Ghost is a 90s movie. Last film you watched? Blood Red Sky. What about you, Paul?
The Night Comes for Us, that Asian martial arts film on Netflix. Fantastic movie.
Yeah. Wish I could say the same for Blood Red Sky.
Was it not that good now?
It started off really well, and then it's more like a 5 out of 10 film.
All right.
It throws a lot at you, that you're just like, why is all these mad stories happening all at once? What is your favorite horror movie villain? It's Chucky or Freddy for me, but I think I'm gonna go with Chucky. Freddy got me into horror and stuff, but I just think Chucky's hilarious. So it is very, very tight though, very tight.
Mine's the same, but Chucky, Michael Myers, but Chucky takes it. Just because I've got a lot of nostalgia for the Child's Play franchise. It was the first sort of horror franchise I got into. I just love the character. He's one-liners. He's just one of the best movie villains ever.
Yeah.
Horror movie villains. Incredible character.
I was watching a thing the other day, the top 15 Chucky quotes, and I was just laughing my ass off at it.
And Kelly Lee's done that, hasn't he? Did he do one?
Yeah, I think it's actually his video.
It's a good video. Yeah, I've seen that.
But there's one where he goes, "You have your mother's eyes," and they were always too fucking close together.
Yeah.
Fantastic stream, Jordan. Paul, such a top guy. Can't wait for your stream on Sunday and seeing you, Jordan, on Tuesday. Yeah, mate, can't wait for it. Can't wait to get on there with you, mate. It should be good. George Candle says, "Hi, film buffs." Hi, George. How are you, mate? The way Paul feels about The Godfather is the same way I feel about Jaws. Ooh.
There you go, man. There you go. Yeah.
Jaws, everyone in YouTube seems to love Jaws. All my YouTubers I follow, like John and Lauren's Collection and stuff. What are your thoughts on Jaws, Paul?
I love it. No, let me reverse that. I enjoy it. I don't enjoy it as much as probably the people you're talking about. But again, like The Godfather, I understand why people love it. It's just not my favorite Spielberg film.
Yeah.
But I will say it's probably one of the best 4Ks I've seen since I've been starting collecting 4Ks.
I mean, it's really good picture quality, yeah. I watched it the first time and I was kind of in the same boat, and I watched it again last year, and I couldn't stop thinking about it for like 5 days. I was like, oh my god, this film's amazing. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I think the next time I watch it, it'll be one of them. It grows every time on me, I feel. Big Bang Theory seasons 1 to 6 are excellent, 7 and 8 okay, but after that I'd give it a miss. I can't remember exactly what season's which, but I do agree, Jared, it does decline. Agree with that, boy.
Yeah, it's just one of them shows that it went on too long, didn't it? Like a lot of comedy shows. They sort of milk it.
Great stream again tonight, Jordan. Thanks, Jared. Thanks so much for coming along, mate. Did you play the Getaway game set in London?
Oh, yeah, they were fantastic games actually. Yeah, they were like a British version of GTA, weren't they?
Yeah, do great, mate. I love both of them, but the second one I could never finish it.
They should bring them back. Do you remember Driver as well?
Yeah,
yeah, they were good, man.
Yeah, the great old days of gaming, eh? Have you watched The Shining and have you read the book? I've watched The Shining, yeah. I've read a bit of the book, but I would like to get back into the book. I just stopped reading it. I don't know why. What about you, Paul?
Exactly the same, yeah. I've seen the film loads of times, love it. Never got around to reading the book. I've read a few Stephen King books. That's one I've not.
Yeah. I mean, I read the first 3 chapters or something and still haven't got to the Overlook. So,
okay, right.
Yeah, but it does go into a lot of detail about Jack Torrance and stuff. So
I've heard he's end up just never got around to it, man.
Yeah. Okay, I think that is the end of the comments, everyone. Thank you so much for coming along to the stream. I really enjoyed it. Hope you had a good time, Paul.
Oh yeah, it's been a blast. Cheers for having us on, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries, mate. Like I said, everyone, his link is down in the description. I hope you look at your sub count after this, Paul, and you got a few more there, because you will not regret it if you subscribe to Paul. As you can tell, he's a very nice guy, knows his stuff about movies and games as well. I won't be back next week because I'm going to see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I'll probably be back the week after with another guest. So, Paul, thanks so much for coming on, mate.
You're welcome, man.
Okay, everyone, thank you for all your comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it all easy. See you on the next video.